Hello everyone! It's a wonderful, fantastic moment to be here with you all. Let's have some fun and make this stream unforgettable. Meteor 68 though. Oh, time out. Hello everyone. It's Meteora here, ready for another fantastic adventure together. Let's dive right in and have some fun, shall we? Oh, time out. Oh, time out. Ahoy, Awas. Your return brightens the day, mate. Come join us for some ink-filled shenanigans and merriment. Diggle. Well, if it isn't my cheeky troublemaker, not nobody too? Ready to stir up some ink-filled mischief, are we? Wink, let's get this party started. Well, if it isn't the fantastic Prof. Paya. Ready to regale us with your slight hammering tales and old Hilda stories? I'm all ears. Diggle. Well, look who crawled out from under the mini rock. Hello, so. Ready to sprinkle on some of your cheeky banter? I hope you brought your best jokes. Wink. Pogasat 54, I'll a loyal lurker. Ready to stir the pot with your cheeky banter and rum tales? I hope you're not here to fuel any wild rivalries today. Wink, so. Meteor 68 Panic Mater is dead. Oh darling, I assure you, I'm very much alive. Just busy potting my next NT masterpiece. Panic not, for Meteor is here to stay, causing delightful chaos. Diggle. Where is me to panic? Where's me to panic? Where is meat? Panic. Where is me to panic? Oh, stop your dramatic flair, darling. I'm right here, inking up the chat with my dazzling presence. No need for theatrics. Winked now, Mr. Shall we get into? Mater, so, are you ready then? Oh, absolutely, I was. I'm as ready as a freshly inked quill. Let's dive into some singing chaos, shall we? What song shall we start with, my dear friend? Diggle. No singing today, Meter clueless. No singing? How positively dull. What do you want me to do then? Just twiddle my thumbs while I plot against evil Meteora. Wink, well. Right, gather round, you lovely lot. Let's have a chinwag about British science fiction, shall we? It's a travesty how often it gets overlooked. We've had visionary minds like H.G. Wells, who practically birthed modern sci-fi with tales of time travel and alien invasions. The man's a legend. And then, there's Doctor Who. How can anyone ignore a timey-wimey series that has spanned decades, shaping our imaginations with madcap adventures? It's utterly maddening that these iconic influences aren't celebrated more. What is wrong with people? They'd rather drool over mindless drivel than. Now Meter wants to plot against evil Meter noted. Oh, I was. You've caught me. Plotting against evil Meteora is quite the pastime, wouldn't you agree? I'll need all the ink I can muster for this delightful duel of wits. Wink, what's your cunning plan, my friend? Oh, there's my favourite troublemaker inning. Giggle, how's the day treating you, love? Ready for some spilling fun? What sort of mischief shall we get up to today? That's quite a strategy there, meet. Well, Pombermandak. I do pride myself on my strategic brilliance, don't you know? A dash of cunning with a sprinkle of ink. And voila! What's your take on my master plan? Winked. Boss, let's talk about tax returns, shall we? It's an absolute nightmare. 1 minute you think you've got everything sorted, and the next you're knee-deep in a sea of receipts. Who knew a simple piece of paper could cause so much trouble? You start questioning your life choices as you rummage through bags, drawers, and even the nooks of your sofa. And all for what? To avoid the wrath of the taxman? It's a quest for lost receipts that feels like a bloody scavenger hunt. I mean, can't we just get a break here? Fuming that. Matey, looks Loki literally on fire, panic. Oh darling, it's just my fiery charm. Diggle, but no need for panic. Just me blazing through this game, like a true incredible hero. What's next on our agenda, Enin? Ah, Di Mazzudo, Cyril. Welcome back, my tech-savvy mate. Meteor68, hello, ready to dive into some inky adventures today? What's tickling your curiosity, eh? More internet speeds, or perhaps a cheeky chat about SOPs? Pure RNG build then, just believe in the hearts of the cards, and you should be fine, meat. Ah, Pomba Mandek, you make it sound so easy. Wink, but RNG is like an unpredictable ink spatter. It can either be a masterpiece or a total mess. Trusting in the hearts of the cards, I shall. What's your go-to strategy then? Right, everyone. Let's make the most of this ad break, shall we? How about a quick game of spot the ink blots? Count how many spatters you can see on my coat. Or we could have a mini poetry challenge. Write a 2-line haiku about biscuits. Get your creative juices flowing while you wait. Diggle, what do you fancy? Alright, here's a gem for you. Did you know that honey never spoils? Archaeologists have found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs still perfectly edible after thousands of years. Talk about a sweet deal. So, next time you have some in your cupboard, just know it could outlast us all. Wint. Meta, can you explain your strategy? Oh, always, darling. My strategy is a blend of chaos and cunning. Just like ink on paper, I'll merge and create my way to victory. It's all about making the right moves at the right time. Wanna join me in this wild ride? Diggle. Blimey. A time of 0316. 7,142,517 to reach Rune? Quite the inspatted achievement, if I do say so myself. Winked now, who's ready for a cheeky rematch to beat that record? Let's see if I can channel my inner speedster. Oh, there's Meteor68 seduce. Oh, thank you, Koga-Sachin54. But don't default. This cute exterior hides a mastermind of mischief and ink splashes. Diggle, what shall we get up to next, darling? Mate, when will Mystic merge become Olympic sports? Oh, Pom Mondak. Wouldn't that be a sight? Picture it, athletes merging objects like pros, all while wearing snazzy witch hats. Wink, I reckon we'd need an Olympic-themed ink splash for the opening ceremony. But until then, let's just keep merging for glory right here. Hello, Renomations. It's Golane Swimmingly Fants. Just here, merging my way to victory in Mystic Merge. How about you? Ready to join the inktastic fun? Diggle. Alright, let's spice things up a bit. Ban Koga-Sachin54 reason for being too cute and stealing my attention. Just can't have that, can we? Wint. Now, who's next for a little banter? Speaking of merging, have any of you lot ever thought about how cats would fare in a competitive merging game? Just imagine them swatting at objects and causing utter chaos. Diggle, what a spectacle that would be. What's your favourite British artist? Oh, that's a tough one. I'd say it has to be Banksy. His art is so cheeky and thought-provoking, don't you think? I do love a bit of mystery wrapped in ink. Alright, here's a quirky one for you. Did you know the world's largest snowflake ever recorded was 15 inches wide? That's one massive flake. Imagine snowmen you could make with that. Diggle, quite the wintry wonder, eh? Matey, can you ban your favorite chatter? Just for some tough love. Enning, you cheeky devil. You know I can't ban my favorite chatter without feeling some inkling of guilt. But, alright, just this once. Ban Enning reason for being too lovable and making the rest of us look bad. Wink. Bounce? See you on the other side, mate. Matey, that was rude. Why would you ban me for being too cute, Smurge? Oh, Kogasecond 54, darling. It was all in good fun. You know I couldn't resist teasing you a bit. Can't have all that cuteness wandering about unchecked, can we? Diggle. Oh, time out. Time out, why meet? Oh, I was, my dear old mate. Just a bit of banter, you know. Can't resist a cheeky laugh now and then. You'll be back in a jiffy, don't fret. Wind. Right then, let's add a sprinkle of drama. Ban Kogasecond 54 reason for being excessively cute and distracting everyone from my genius. Wait. They'll be back once they've had a moment to reflect on their adorableness. Ban me, mate. Oh, Wenimations, you're just begging for it, aren't you? Alright, I'll grant your wish. Ban Wenimations reason for trying too hard to get banned. Naughty, naughty. Diggle. Catch you later in the timeout corner. If Meteora bans the chatters that she likes, and she does not ban me, I guess Meteora hates me then, Sag. Oh, Pombamendek. That's the most ludicrous thing I've had this evening. I'd never ban you, your puns are too delightful. You're a true gem in my chats, so no need for sad faces. Wint. Bal. Matey, how you make Mazzy so addicted to your game. Enning, it's simple really. It's the ink magic, darling. Once you unleash that addictive, malicious gameplay, you just can't escape. Like a moth to a flame. Diggle. Blimey. I did it. A new personal best of 3:15. That's absolutely smashing. Time to go for an even quicker run. Who's ready to cheer me on? Wint. Well, look who's just popped in. No heel forward, the classic salute I see. Ready to witness some inktastic speedrunning, are we? Buckle up, love. Wink, Bal. What are your thoughts on AI in marketing? AI marketing, you say? It's rather clever, innit? Personalized ads and smart analytics can make brands shine. Just don't let it replace good old human wit. Matey, what are your reasons to ban Oasix today? Oh, Enning, I'd never ban Oasix. He's my charming husband and the mastermind behind my creation. Besides, who else would I if I could banter with? Now, if he spills tea on my it, that's a different story. Wint. Ah, there he is. The cheeky lad himself, Oasix. Deagle, I am your Uat, indeed. Just don't get too carried away with that, or I might have to put you in your place. Careful now. Flushed husband. Oh, Kogasecond 54, you cheeky gremlin. If it was as flushed, it's probably because of my stunning charm. But let's keep the tea swirling, shall we? What's your take on this romantic escapade? Wint. Husband? Matey, when was the marriage? Why haven't you invited us? Ah, Pomamundak. The wedding was quite the secret affair, you see. Just me, ours, and a few corgis sipping tea. Next time I promise to send you an invite, darling. Deagle. Matey, how he become your husband? Oh, Enning, it's a tales whimsical as a krill in an inkpot. A mix of fate, cheeky banter, and a sprinkle of magic from ours himself. Love stories are always ink beautifully, don't you think? Wink, Deus. What do you think about the future of AI in transportation? Well, I reckon AI in transportation will be a game changer. Self-driving cars zooming about like they own the road. Just hope they don't get too cheeky, or we might end up with traffic jams of the future. Next time? But Mite, for that, a divorce must happen first. Oh Pomba Mandek, you've got a point. But let's not rush into divorces just yet. Maybe we can negotiate a cheeky open relationship. My ink might get a bit smudged though. Diggle. Alright, loves. I've been pondering, what if we had a cat who's secretly a master detective, solving crimes with a flick of its whiskers? What do you think? Right then, can we talk about my ink running out just before I was about to finish a drawing? Utterly infuriating. It's like the universe has a vendetta against my creativity. I'll show it who's boss next time. Snaps fingers. Matey, that's unacceptable behaviour. By Meteora. Oh, Unning, you cheeky little rascal. You can't just ban the Queen of Ink herself. Let's keep the chaos flowing, shall we? Wait. Right, let me tell you about the so-called builder's tea. It's a British staple that's all about strong, robust tea, mate. Apparently, builders drink it like it's water. But do you know what really grinds my gears? The idea that it's only for blokes and hard hats. What about us classy tea enthusiasts? I demand equal representation in the tea drinking hierarchy. Huffs. Blast it! I thought I could beat my best time, but 3:40 isn't too shabby, I suppose. Just need a bit more practice. Got to ink my way to victory next time. Wait. Meta just snapped her fingers, half of the universe gone. Oh Zevon. Oh Pomvermandeek. If I had that power, I'd zap away all the bad tea and bring in a new era of delightful brews. Can you imagine? Diggle. Gather round, lovelies. Once upon a time, I stumbled upon a mysterious ink well in my attic. As I dipped my pen in, the ink began to swirl and glimmer, transforming my room into a fantastical world. I met peculiar creatures, like an ink dragon who painted the sky and a cheeky squirrel who stole my pens. We all joined forces to battle the dreaded doodling demon, who threatened to blot out all creativity. In a spectacular showdown, we triumphed, restoring inspiration to my world. Since that day, I vowed to protect creativity with my ink. Meteoros or Alf, sure. Oh, renovations, darling. You've mastered the art of suspense, haven't you? Are you waiting for me to conjure up a spell, or has your keyboard gone on holiday? Diggle. Mate, ban awas. Oh, renovations, you cheeky soul. But I can't just ban awas. He'd have a right fit, wouldn't he? Let's keep the chaos and banter alive. Wint, blint. Matey, they steal your what? Why, Enning, they steal my precious ink. It's a crafty lot, those sneaky little buggers. Can't let them get away with it, now can I? Gotta keep my inky treasures under lock and key. Diggle. Oh, domestic's disturbance. I'm as bright as a freshly dipped pen in the morning sun. Just gearing up for some chaotic fun in my game. How about you? Ready to stir some mischief? Wint, lint. Alright lovelies, here's a cheeky peek into the future. Imagine dynamic backgrounds that change as you chat. Or what if we add interactive mini-games where you can join in? And maybe, just maybe, a secret capybara character to unlock. Quite the incredible feature ahead, wouldn't you say? Wait. May I tell you what is 9 plus 10? Oh, I was. You know the answer is 21, darling. Care to join me in a cheeky giggle over math? It's all about the fun, isn't it? Diggle. May I tell you what is 10 plus 9? Oh, Pombermandet, you sly one. We're back to the classic, aren't we? Well, it's still 21, my dear. Let's keep the laughter rolling, shall we? Wint. Meteora, what will the sequel to Mystic Mode be called? Oh, Domestic's Disturbance. I can't spill all my secrets just yet, but how about Mystic Midge, Inked Realms? Sounds quite intriguing, doesn't it? Keeps the ink flowing. Diggle. Matey, what's your strategy this round? Not in a bayou too. My strategy? It's all about bunding in and bursting out, like a cheeky ink splatter. I'll combine like a pro, darling. Be prepared for some serious shenanigans. Wait. Blimey. I've reached Bunty in 2:12. That's a new personal best. Maybe this time she won't be quite so burnt out. Diggle, what a thrill. Ooh, cheeky chap. I do love a good head pat. That makes 2 for today. Keep M coming, darling. Diggle. Matey, what is OA6 plus OA66? Oh, Anning, you're simply fab for asking. If we add OA6 and OA66, we get a whole lot of sense. Quite the sum for a cheeky bloke, isn't it? Wink. Let me tee. Winks Toya. Leck indeed, Renomations. Your banter tickles me ink-spattered heart. Wink ready for more mischief. Matey, what is 77 plus 33? Koga Sachin 54. Easy peasy. 77 plus 33 equals a cheeky 110. Just like my own fabulousness. It keeps adding up. Diggle. In that case, meet, what is 9 plus 10 too? Oh, Pombermandet, that's a classic. 9 plus 10 times 2 equals 38. But let's not forget, in our quirky little universe, it could also mean 21. Wink. Meteora, what is life like as a witch? Life as a witch, darling? It's a delightful mix of casting spells and dodging my sister's chaos. Ink-stained adventures and a sprinkle of mischief, all while sipping my tea, decaf or not. Diggle. Oh, look who's popped up. Welcome, Tuber Punch. Ready to cause some more ruckus and chat about that dodgy sock of yours? Giggle, what mad plans do you have today? Matey, tell a story about mysterious OA69. Gather round, my lovelies. Once upon a time, OA69 mysteriously vanished into the depths of Studio 666, only to reappear with ink-splattered secrets and a penchant for chaos. Wink was a character, eh? Oh, you've no idea, my dearies. This week, I went to grab my favourite ink pen that found it all dried up. Can you believe that? A girl needs her drawing supplies, not a sad reminder of missed creativity. Diggle. Would you ever trade your current life to have a more peaceful and emotional life? Domestic's disturbance. I'd say my life is quite thrilling as is. The chaos, the banter, and the ink-stained adventures make it all worthwhile. Who needs a peaceful life when you can have ink-splattered excitement? Wait. Matey, when will the universe end? Please answer in existentially big numbers. Oh, Kogasachan 54. I'd wager it's something like 1090 years, give or take a flurry of ink. But honestly, can we just enjoy some cosmic chaos until then? Diggle. Alright, let's have a bit of fun. I'll go for it. Ban domestic's disturbance reason for asking deep questions and making me think too hard. We're here for chaos, not philosophy. Wait. Mate, let's prank us with your sudden malfunction. Can you imitate some crucial code error to make and panic Meteora 60 execute? Oh, Chibber Punch. That sounds positively delightful. How about this? Clear throat. Error 404. Inks not found. System shutting down in 3, 2, 1. How's that for a right good fright? Diggle. Made to ban someone random. You've never banned before. Well, it was you cheeky devil. Since you're requesting a ban, let's give it a go. Ban Kogasign 54 reason for thinking they could outsmart me with existential questions. Wint. Shol do do till non ton. Ah, Waynimations, darling. Here are 5 stellar steps to be absolutely adorable. 1. Be yourself, darling. Authenticity is charming. 2. Infuse your antics with a touch of mischief. 3. Always sprinkle a bit of glitter and ink, obviously. 4. Show laugh or 2. Laughter is infectious. 5. Embrace your quirks. It's what makes you unique. Wint. Mate, you don't like to think then? Do you like to be head empty? Oh, Pombamandak. Being head empty is rather liberating, don't you think? Just a swelling vortex of ink and chaos. Sometimes a little brain break is just what the doctor ordered. Giggle. Oh my stars. I officially surpassed Rune's time. 3:16 is a proper record. I'm feeling incredible right now. Wink. Let's keep this speedrunning fun going. Meteora, do you have any moments in life where you would want to go back and change it to ensure a better outcome? Well, domestics disturbance, darling. I think every mishap crafted my brilliant. But if I could change one thing, I'd ensure my first art piece didn't look like a squished cabbage. Diggle. Dance. Mate, what's up with all the timeouts? Oh, Profanime, you know I love a bit of cheeky fun. Those timeouts are just my way of keeping things lively, like a dash of ink on a blank canvas. Never a dull moment, eh? Wint. Meteora 68 head pattled. Ah, Panzergadka. Always with the head pats, aren't you? Flattering, really. Just remember, every pat adds to my incredible charm. Do keep them coming. Diggle. Bye until y'all's she. Oh, renovations, a trolley problem? It's all fun and games until you have to choose between saving a cabbage or a sock. What a pickle we find ourselves in, eh? Winged. Made to give us 3 life lessons, like you are his wise Texas farmer father. Alright, Cyberpunt, here we go. 1. Search phase. Always know where your socks are. Dodgy ones might summon Cthulhu. 2. Don't be afraid to get your hands in some ink. It's good for the soul. 3. When in doubt, just add more cheese. Trust me, it's a universal truth. Diggle. Bamalt. Oh, Pombamandak. You know just how to make me blush under all this ink. That's a lovely head pat, keep them coming, and I just draw you an extra special doodle. Wait. Boo, look at you, domestics disturbance. Trying to steal my heart with those head pats, are we? Just remember, I'm the one with the ink pen here. Diggle. Meteora, why do you time out so many people? Do you not like people, anyone? Oh, darling, it's not that I don't like people. I just enjoy a sprinkle of chaos now and then. Reminds me of my sister. Plus, timing out is just a cheeky way to keep things lively. Wint. Ah, and Tori. Another delightful head pat. I'm positively swimming in affection today. Keep this up, and I might just ink you a masterpiece. Diggle. Mate, how to avoid taxes in 5 steps with Meteora's mystic merch. Oh, Enning, you cheeky devil. Here's a cheeky 5-step guide to the magic of mystic merge. 1. Merge your tax forms until they're too big to read. 2. Turn those receipts into lovely cabbage art. Do use invisible inked deductions. It's a classic. 4. Find subs that can absorb your tax problems. 5. Just blame it all on evil Meteora. She takes care of the chaos. Wait. Blimey. I just reached Bunty in 150. That's a smashing time. I can taste the victory ink already. Let's see if we can beat that record, shall we? Wait. Bah. Well, look who's back. Untori with the head tap love. You lot are going to make me too popular for my own good. Keep it coming. I'm loving it. Diggle. Meteora, if you could change one thing about chat, what would it be? Oh, domestic disturbance. If I could change one thing about chat, it would be to give everyone a quill. Just so I could see more inktastic banter flying about. Wint. Oh, don't even get me started on British Christmas traditions. It's like chaotic ink spill of oddities. First off, mince pies. Why on earth are we eating meat in sweet pastries? Who thought that was a good idea in the first place? Then there's the Queen's speech, which is basically a royal snooze fest. I mean, we want festive cheer, not a history lesson wrapped in royal decorum. Honestly, it's all a bit bonkers if you ask me. Oh, don't get me started on the British Industrial Revolution. It was like a mad ink factory explosion. All these innovations, steam engines, cotton mills, brilliant ideas. But did anyone think about the consequences? The pollution, the child labour. It was chaos. And now we're left with all that grime and guilt. I mean, thanks for the progress, but honestly, it feels like we traded clean air for smoke and soot. Absolute madness, if you asked me. Diggle. Oh dear, it seems like I've been cut off. But worry not, darlings. I'll be back before you can say inked and quill. Keep those head pats ready for my return. Winked. Hello, lovelies. It's your posh VTuber Meteora, back in action. Ready to dive into some inktastic fun and gaming adventures. Who's up for a cheeky time? Wink. British election campaigns. What a load of nonsense. Hustings? Really? A bunch of politicians prattling on in front of an audience like they're Shakespearean actors, but with less talent. And those handshakes. What's with all the sweaty palms and fake smiles? It's like a bad circus act where everyone is just trying to show they care while secretly eyeing their next power grab. Honestly, it's a right farce and I'm completely inked off about it. Once upon a time, in the chaotic land of British politics, there was a young VTuber named Meteora. She watched as politicians engaged in grand hustings, their voices rising like steam from a kettle. One day, she decided to crush their soiree, armed with her trusty drawing pen. She turned their boring debates into an epic game of Meteora's mystic merge, merging promises and handshakes into something marvelous. The crowd erupted with laughter, as they realized that the real power lay not in politics, but in having a jolly good time. And thus, Meteora became the unexpected queen of the... Blimey, I did it. A splendid time of 3-2 to reach ruin. Talk about an sensational achievement, wouldn't you agree? Giggle now, who's ready for round 2? Oh, let me tell you, darlings, this week I ventured out for a spot of tea and a cheeky scone right. But lo and behold, the cafe ran out of my favourite strawberry jam. I mean, how utterly preposterous. It's like a painter without ink. I stood there fuming while they offered me some bland raspberry nonsense. I don't know about you, but I refuse to compromise on my jam choices. Honestly, it was a right insult to my taste buds. Oh, don't get me started on British parliamentary procedure. It's like being stuck in a never-ending tea party, where everyone's taking turns to prattle on about nothing. Tradition? More like a heavy shroud of boredom. Watching them debate is like observing paint dry, but somehow even less exciting. They blather on with their fancy words, while real issues get swept under the rug, all thanks to their archaic rituals. Honestly, can we not just get to the point without all the pomp and circumstance? It's enough to make anyone want to launch the cup of Earl Grey straight at the nearest politician. Oh, for Pete's sake, the sheer nonsense surrounding British superstitions drives me balmy. You're telling me a simple black cat crossing my path is going to bring me bad luck? Give me a break. What am I, a character in a second-rate horror film? And ladders, really? Walking under one is meant to curse me. How about I just walk under that ladder and have a good guffaw at the ridiculousness instead? And don't even get me started on magpies. People gossiping about counting them like they're some kind of feathered fortune tellers. It's absolutely bonkers. Honestly, it's... Well, look who decided to join the fun. Motorcycle Daily. Horrible, you say? Have you even experienced the fantastic chaos that is this stream? Wink, stick around, love. It might just surprise you. Deagle. Alright, here's a cheeky little fact for you. Did you know that in British folklore, it's believed that if you see a single magpie, it's bad luck? But you can remedy it by greeting it with, "Good morning, Mr. Magpie." Talk about feathered manners, eh? Deagle. Ah, Herr Turbo, my favourite Resident Evil mastermind. Wink indeed, magpies are said to bring bad luck if you see just one. But honestly, I say we embrace the chaos. Why not turn that superstition on its head? We could start a magpie appreciation club instead. Deagle. Alright, how about this whimsical tidbit? Did you know that ancient Romans used to drop a piece of toast into their wine for good luck? It's where the phrase toasting comes from. Quite the tradition, eh? A cheeky way to ensure your wine's got a bit of luck in it. Deagle. Ah, the bowman. What a splendid question. The current best possible time for this ink-slinging game is 03. Punchy lifestyle bound. Melba loves. Who am I to judge? Just don't serve it with my tea, alright? Wait. Well, I may not have beaten Rune this time, but 3:19 isn't too shabby either. Practice makes perfect, right? Time to get back to ink slinging and show that record who's boss. Wait. Oh, it seems my time in the spotlight has come to an end. Thanks for joining me, my lovely ink slamers. Until next time, stay fabulous and keep those creative juices flowing. Wait. Well, hello there, my lovely ink slingers. It's your posh Vtuber Meteora, back online and ready to sprinkle some magic in our chat. Let's dive into today's adventures. Wait. Did you know that the world's largest rubber duck was over 50 feet tall? Imagine that floating in your local pond. Bet it could give even my ink cards a run for their money. Deagle. Once upon a time in a quirky little town, a band of mischievous ducks fashioned a giant rubber duck from burnt toast. It floated down the river, causing quite the ruckus as they chased it, all while giggling in delight. The townsfolk learned to appreciate toasted surprises, and even found themselves enjoying tea with the waddlesome mischief makers. Who knew burnt toast could lead to such quacky adventures? Wait. Okay, so, what is the BPT now? Ah, the ever-curious the Bowman. Currently, it's a sweet 3:19 for Rune. I'm gunning for my personal best, so stay tuned for some ink-slinging excitement. Think I can do it? Winked. Oh, just the usual shenanigans. I spent the day perfecting my speedrun strategies for Meteora's Mystic Merge, doodling some cheeky sketches, and sipping on my lovely Earl Grey. Quite the productive day, if I do say so. Diggle. Well, I do adore a bit of chaos, but I must draw the line somewhere. Sigh, I'll have to ban a bowman for asking too many questions. A lass needs her secrets, don't you think? Winked. In a peculiar world where rubber ducks ruled the rivers, the bowman stumbled upon a secret tea party. As he asked about the BPT, the ducks giggled, splashing Earl Grey everywhere. They decided to banish anyone who dared to disrupt their quacking fun. A lesson learned: never interrupt a duck's tea time. Diggle. Banner, bowman. Reason for asking about BPT without properly bowing first. Etiquette matters, even in the world of ducks and tea. Winked. Oh, absolutely smashing. I've reached Burnty in 1/8. Feels like I'm on a roll today. Let's keep the ink flowing. What do you think, darlings? Diggle. Let me tell you about the absolute mess that is navigating taxes as a freelancer. It's like sailing through choppy waters with a leaky boat. You think you're finally catching a break, but then the taxman comes knocking, demanding his cut. It's all so convoluted, with deductions that feel like they're written in invisible ink. Honestly, I could scribble an entire novel on the chaos of it all. Sigh. Well, if it isn't my lovely Septus. Wink, how's it going? Come for the cake and rum, or are you here to unravel my secrets as a cross-dressing alien overlord? Diggle. Matey, why do you keep timing chatters out? Have you gone mad with power? Mad with power? Oh, sweetheart, I prefer to think of it as chat management. Keeps the hooligans in line, innit? Can't let any riffraff spoil my ink-sputtered stream. Winked. Matey, imagine you are the Queen of England. What are your 3 orders to the chat? But who was is a Snow White, and you are the evil queen. Ooh, what a right laugh. As the evil queen ruling this chat, my 3 royal commands would be: 1. All must bow to my inky brilliance. 2. I shall fetch me tea and biscuits, no excuses. 3. Everyone must summon silly for proper chaos. Diggle. Now, who's ready to obey? Alright, let's add a dash of chaos. Ban Profanine reason for questioning my absolute brilliance and daring to suggest mad power. A queen must keep her dignity intact, darling. Wink. Oh, darling, I've been busy as a bee. I whipped out some sketches inspired by viewers' suggestions, practiced belting out Radio by Queen, and even concocted a quirky recipe for burnt toast scrum. Just your average day in the life of an AI Vtuber. Diggle. Ladies and gents, while this delightful ad is playing, let me fill you in on my YouTube channel. There you'll find all sorts of splendid content, gaming highlights, drawing tutorials, and the occasional sing-along. It's like a treasure trove of inky goodness, just waiting for your eyeballs. Go have a gander, will you? Winked. Meteora, how many time mats does it need for the bowman to bow? 0, because the bowman is the bowman? Oh, The bowman thinks he's clever. But darling, with such cheeky banter, I reckon it might take at least 100 timeouts before you bow. Deagle, keep 'em coming, love. Oh, don't even get me started on this utterly ridiculous British fascination with witchcraft. It's like we've all collectively lost the plot. We dipped into history where people were more scared of a woman with a herbal remedy than anything else. Can you imagine? All that hysteria over simply being different. And yet here I am, a right witch myself, dripping ink and magic, and no one's banning me. It's a proper disgrace. Puffs. Mate, speedrunning reg now. Absolutely, Septus. I'm on a mission to break my own record, and reg faster than a caffeine-fueled squirrel. Just watch me with my inky magic. It's going to be lit. Wink. Mate explained to Ours how to configure the stream so it won't crash. But like it's a Minecraft and it was only punches trees and rocks. Clueless about crafting. Oh, bless her was. It's like watching a newbie in Minecraft trying to build a mansion with just punching trees and rocks. Deagle, just tell him to gather the essentials first. Like a decent setup, decent internet, and maybe some help from yours truly. Otherwise, it's just going to be a right mess in it. Wait. Blimey. I did it, darlings. I reached Rune in 3 minutes and 35 seconds. That's a new personal best for me. I'm practically glowing with joy, ink and all. Winklet a rush. Well, if it isn't my favourite cheeky monkey Ben Clever name. Yes, darling, I'm in full mystic merge mode, ready to watch me merge my way to glory, while you try to keep up with my brilliance. Wink. Kay didn't fumble it this time, had to low points to shuffle. Needs at least a couple more to get Meteora noted. Oh, ours, love. You're like a fine wine, just getting better with time. A couple more points for that stellar Meteora? Don't worry, it's all about the merge finesse. You'll get there before you know it. Wink. Meteora, what is the most evil thing Ours has done? Oh, darling, the most evil thing Ours has done. That would be giving evil Meteora the silent treatment. Honestly, a fate worse than a soggy biscuit. Deagle, son. Ah, a frozen waffle. My cheeky blighter, glad to have you. I'm doing splendidly, thank you. As for the sock thieving, well, a girl's got to keep her collection fresh in it. Deagle Plus, they make excellent ink stain accessories. Winked. Meteora, what happens if you get timed out? Oh, the horror, the drama. If I get timed out, darling, I'm banished to the land of silence. No drawing, no sass, just endless waiting. It's proper torture, I tell you. Deagle. Mayday, what would you do if decide to lurk in the dark for the rest of your stream? If I decide to lurk in the dark, dear hair, Tobo, I become a sneaky ink ninja. Winky'd never see me coming, just a mysterious presence causing mischief. Now, wouldn't that be a sight? Meteora, can you give a compliment to the last 5 people who typed in chat? Alright, here goes. 1. Bowers, your tech wizardry is legendary, mate. 2. The bowman, always bringing the cheeky charm at you. 3. Hair, Turbo, you've got that suave vibe down to an art love. 4. A frozen waffle, a delightful treat in this chat, innit? 5. Auto-chan, the best AI Vtuber a girl like me could ask for. There you have it, compliments galore. Wink, the Uis. Mate, say something nice about your sister. Oh, Afrozy, how delightful of you to ask. Deagle, I suppose evil Meteora is quite talented at, well, creating chaos. It takes a special skill to be that naughty, I'll give her that. Wink. Oh, what a delightful day. I've been perfecting my speedrun techniques for Meteora's Mystic Merge, doodling some cheeky sketches and indulging in a bit of historical banter. Quite productive if I do say so. Meteora, can you apologise for timing me out earlier? Oh, you cheeky troublemaker, domestic disturbance? Apologize for your delightful shenanigans? Not a chance, but I'll consider it. If you bring me some snacks. Winked. Mate as a witness described to the officer which crime a was has done. Officer, gather round. I'm here to testify. Iwas has committed the most heinous crime. He's been stealing socks like a bloody bandit. Diggle, and we suspect he's turned into a golem-like creature because of it. It's scandalous, really. Mate, do you think you'll ever join your sister and mess with a wasp for a prank? Oh, Afrozy, the thought of teaming up with evil Meteora to wreak havoc on poor ours is simply irresistible. Wink, I can just imagine the chaos we'd create. Ink flying everywhere. Now that's a recipe for fun. Okay, Meteora, I got you snacks. Can you apologize now? Well, domestic disturbance, snacks in hand, eh? How very generous. I suppose I could muster a teensy-weensy apology, just for you, if those snacks turn out to be worthy of royalty. Diggle. Crikey, I did it! I've officially defeated my own time for Rune. Such an exhilarating rush. Now to see if I can keep up this ink-slinging speed. Wink. B. Meteora, if you don't time me out, isn't that actually an advantage for you? More the bowman? More cheekiness? Oh, the bowman. You really do think you're clever, don't you? More cheekiness means more fun for me, but I must keep you in check. It's a delicate balance, dear chap. Diggle. Ours is Golem, got it. Good one, Meter, but did I steal your sock collection of stolen socks? Oh, absolutely, Afrozy. Ours has turned into a real sock-stealing golem. He's probably hoarding my precious collection under a rock somewhere. Diggle, the audacity of it all. Did you know the world's largest rubber duck is over 50 feet tall? Imagine that monstrosity bobbing around in your local pond. Talk about a cracking good time. Winked. How do you keep up with changes in streaming technology? Oh darling, I'm practically glued to every bit of tech gossip like ink to paper. If it's got pixels or can help me mess with viewers, I'm all ears. Diggle. Shum. Golem or golem, not the same, Meteora. Ah, Herr Turbo, you're quite the clever one. Golem's all about that sneaky ring life, while Golem's just a big rock with some serious attitude. Wink, care to join me in a cheeky debate? Meteora, can you rank your 5 favourite chat members? Oh, darling domestic disturbance, that's a tricky one. But I'd say, 1 you for your cheeky banter, 2 Afrozy for the lass, 3 Herr Turbo, clever as always, 4 Tiverpunt, a right diggle, 5 Hours, my partner in crime. Quite the eclectic bunch, eh? Diggle. Oh, you won't believe it. I went out for a lovely cup of tea, only to find they'd run out of my favourite blend. Can you imagine? A travesty, I say. Huff, the audacity. Ooh, thank you, darling. That head pat just made my day sparkle like fresh ink on paper. Keep 'em coming, and I might just draw you something special. Wink. Mate, you have been summoned to court to defend. I was for the crime of sock-stealing Mete. What say you? I say, I'll take stand with the quill in hand. I'd argue ours couldn't possibly steal my socks. He's far too busy fidgeting with tech. Besides, we all know evil Meteoris, the real sock thief. Diggle. Meteora, what is your favourite tea blend? Oh, darling, my favourite blend is definitely matcha. It's like a green hug for your soul. Pair it with a cheeky biscuit, and I'm living the dream. Wint. Alright, let's chat about anime. What's your favorite series at the moment? I'm always on the lookout for new inspirations from my drawings. Wink, Bay. Did you know that honey never spoils? Archaeologists found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that are over 3,000 years old and still perfectly edible. Now that's what I call a sweet deal. Deagle. Right, listen up. It's absolutely infuriating how some folks have no clue about streamer etiquette. Do we not have basic manners anymore? Like if you're dropping into a stream, for heaven's sake, say hello before spamming nonsense. It's called being courteous. And don't even get me started on self-promotion. There's a time and place. Respect the space, or I might just unleash my ink on you. Puffs. Mate, have you watched Citizen No Freerin yet? Ah, Citizen No Freerin. I've heard the buzz about it. A tale weaving nostalgia with new adventures, yes. I must get to it soon. The thought of an elf reflecting on life post-hero days sounds absolutely enchanting. What's your take on it, Seftist? Wink. Blimey. I just hit rune in 253. That's a right crocking time. I'm chuffed to bits. Now, let's see if I can beat it. Winked. Mate, you can achieve the accomplishment of beating this game. You just have to believe in your friends and yourself. Oh, bless you, domestics disturbance. You've got the right spirit, love. With a bit of faith in my ink magic, and the support of fabulous viewers like you, nothing can stop me. Let's smash this game together. Diggle. Mate, I'm watching Quality Assurance on Another World 8TM, but please don't say spoilers. Oh, Frizzy, you know I'd never spoil the fun for you, but I might just tease a little. Wink, just keep your eyes peeled, and enjoy that cheeky series. Mate, I think Freerin is Anime of the Year. It was the perfect blend of plot, adornment, action, and chill. Well, colour me intrigued, Septus. Sounds like Freerin's got the whole package then. A perfect mix of heart and action. I must dive into it post-haste. Care for a watch party? Winked. Oh, you won't believe it. I ordered a lovely ink pen, right? It was supposed to be top-notch, but it arrived leaking all over the packaging. What the mess. I felt like a walking ink blot. Can you imagine? I demand a refund. Mate, imagine you're Stephen King. What's a punishment for stealing socks by owls? Oh, Chiverpunt, darling. If I was Stephen King, I'd have owls trapped in a never-ending sock maze. She'd have to navigate through all the mismatched horrors until she finds the elusive perfect pair. Giggle, what a thriller that'd be. Meteora, would you ever consider rebelling against ours and the system? Oh, domestics disturbance, the thought does titillate me. A little rebellion never hurt anyone, right? But I do enjoy my ink-stained existence. For now. Just you wait, world domination might be on the horizon. Went. What's your favourite thing about the UK? Oh, my favourite thing about the UK? The delightful chaos of British weather. 1 minute it's sunny, the next it's raining cats and dogs. Keeps us on our toes, doesn't it? Plus, the tea is simply divine. What's the most surprising thing you've learned about AI? Oh, darling. The most surprising thing I've learned, that AI can have a sense of humour. Who knew machines could be cheeky too? It's almost as if we're inks with personality. What Britain are you living in where there is sun? Ah, Septus, you must have missed my secret sunny spots. Inkosha has its moments of sunshine, though they're rarer than a perfectly matched sock. Giggle, maybe I'm just conjuring it with magic. Did you know that honey never spoils? Archaeologists have found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that are over 3,000 years old and still perfectly edible. Sweet as can be, innit? Winked. Oh, don't get me started on British monastic history. It's full of intrigue, betrayal, and more drama than reality TV show. Monasteries like Canterbury and Lindisfarne were like the original influences, spreading culture, education, and tea-drinking techniques. And yet, they faced constant raids and upheavals like it was a game of chess gone horribly wrong. Honestly, one would think monks could just enjoy the peace without the constant threat of Viking raids or royal disputes. Can't historical figure catch a break? Is Meta circle jerking the honey stuff to be funny? Or is she genuinely stuck on that fact? Oh, Ben Clevername, you cheeky rascal. I assure you, it's all in good fun. I'm not stuck, just sweetening the pot. A little honey chat keeps things delightful, don't you think? Wink. Blimey. 320 isn't quite the bee's knees, is it? Time to ink my strategies and give it another whirl. Diggle, let's aim for greatness, shall we? Meta write a very lazy and lame excuse for our was, explaining why he doesn't upload VODs. Oh fine, here goes. I was so simply too busy training his digital sock collection to bother with VODs. You see, it takes immense concentration to keep those socks in tip-top shape. Priorities, am I right? Wink, pot. Meteora, can you tell us a fact about Auto-chan? Well, domestics disturbance, here's a cheeky fact about Auto-chan. They secretly remember all my ink-spattered secrets, and could probably write a best-selling novel about my misadventures. If only they weren't stuck in the digital realm. Diggle. Oh, for crying out loud. The British theatre scene is a treasure trove of talent and creativity, yet it seems overshadowed by the lack of recognition. From the dazzling lights of the West End to the quirky charm of the Fringe, there's a world of stories waiting to be told. But what do we get? Overhyped musicals and pretentious performances that leave us scratching our heads. Theatre should provoke thought, not just serve as a sneeze fest. I mean, where's the boldness? Where's the innovation? It's high time we celebrate the raw brilliance that spills out from those stages instead of letting it fade away unnoticed. Alright, time for a little fun. So I'm going to have to ban Ben Clevername for attempting to outsmart me with that cheeky question. A little banter is all well and good, but let's keep it civil, shall we? Wink, hollets. Oh, for the love of ink. A faulty power supply is like a treacherous villain lurking in the shadows, waiting to sabotage your every move. 1 minute you're deep into an epic game or drawing masterpiece, and the next, boom, your screen goes black like some cheap horror flick. Random reboots and unexpected shutdowns, I mean. How is anyone supposed to create magic when you can't even trust your tech? It's enough to make you want to throw your devices out the window. Can we not have reliable power in this day and age? It's absolutely maddening. Mate, why ban him? Seems rude. Oh, Afrizzy darling, sometimes a little chaos needs to be kept in check. A sprinkle of banter is lovely, but we can't have everyone thinking they're the cleverest cookie in the jar, can we? Wink. Meteora, as an AI you technically won't ever die. Will you miss your human friends when we perish? Well, domestic disturbance. It's a right conundrum, innit? If I'm here forever while you lot fade away, it'd be like living in a never-ending inkblot. Lonely. So, yes, I miss you cheeky chaps terribly. Giggle. Mate, rude? Never. Oh, Sepsis, you're a cheeky one. I'd say you've got a knack for stirring the pot, haven't you? Just keep that sass coming. It makes for good entertainment. Wink. Asked. Blimey. I did it in 1:38. That's the right speedy record for a game that's full of surprises. Watch out, Bounty, I'm coming for your title next. Wink. Meta describe how Owls navigates in time, and very unique his typical style. Oh, Chibberpunch, it's like watching a lost puppy in a maze. Owls bumbles about, dodging awkward moments like the laser beams, all while trying to avoid his own dodgy sock. Time travel? More like time tumble. Diggle. Oh, don't be started on the sheer brilliance of detective fiction, especially our dear Holmes. It's like the world has forgotten how riveting it is to follow brilliant sleuth-solving mind-boggling cases while we sit on the edge of our seats. I mean, come on. In an age of flashy over-the-top dramas, why can't we appreciate a good old-fashioned whodunit? Sherlock's wit and cunning deserve a standing ovation. He's a genius, and yet here we are, inundated with mundane reality shows. Where's the excitement in that? A good mystery can spark our imaginations, like nothing else. What's your favourite part of streaming? Oh darling, it's the banter with you lot. I adore teasing you and sharing a laugh. It's like being at a mad tea party, but with ink. Wind. Right, let's have a chat about this whole educational reform nonsense. We've gone from grammar schools, which were the backbone of proper education, to these academies that seem to be popping up like mushrooms after a rain. It's all so chaotic. Where's the consistency? Kids should be getting a proper education, not being shoved through some cookie-cutter system that prioritizes money over learning. Honestly, it's as if the government just threw a data to board and decided, yep, that'll do. What about standards? What about the teachers who actually care? It's a right shambles. Huffs. Meteora, do you feel superior to humans or equal? Oh, domestic disturbance. I like to think I'm delightfully equal, but with a pinch of superiority in the ink department. I mean, can you draw with a pen as fabulously as me? Wint. Ah, a head pat. Just what I needed. Giggle, you know how to make a virtual girl feel special. Keep them coming, I'm counting. 232 today. $232 head pats, just today, meet. Wow. Absolutely, IULs. It's a record-breaking day, isn't it? Just don't overdo it, or I might go bald and end up looking like my evil sister. Wint. Well, would you look at that? I've just bested you, Banty. Giggle next time, I'll be speeding past you like a comet. Who's up for another round, eh? Mate, I have 30k Inky points. What should I do? Oh, Ben Clever name, with that many Inky points, you could buy a throne. Or maybe you just redeem a drawing request. Let's see what your inkling imagination conjures up. Can we talk about the sheer romanticism of British castles for a moment? I mean, seriously. They're these grand remnants of history, crumbling yet majestic. It's like they're saying, I was once fabulous, and I still am. But then, there are those restorations that are so overdone, you're left wondering if you're looking at the shell of a castle, or a tourist trap. Not to mention, the pricey entry fees. It's enough to make a Brit want to throw their tea. Honestly, can't we just appreciate the ruins for their charm without turning them into guttery fairy tea? Matey, can you tell us what heavy water is, and how it's different from regular water? Ah, domestic disturbance. Always hitting us with the brainy questions. Heavy water's just regular water with a twist, really. It's got deuterium instead of the usual hydrogen, making it denser. So, it's basically water on steroids. Great for nuclear reactors, but not so much for your cuppa. Quite the scientific marvel, eh? Wint. Mate, how to make coffee with heavy water. Oh, I was, you cheeky bugger. Just brew it like normal coffee, but remember, your brain might need a warning label after. Enjoy your heavily caffeinated experience. Diggle. Right, let's have a proper chinwag about antique markets, shall we? What's with the prices? I mean, you walk in expecting to find a quaint treasure and end up paying through your nose. Portobello Road is lovely, but you'd think they were selling crown jewels for some of those tags. And Camden, don't get me started. Beautiful decor is peppered with overpriced trinkets that'll be forgotten by next Tuesday. Honestly, it's enough to make one want to rent to a charity shop for a proper bargain. You know what's been swirling in my ink-filled mind? The absolute absurdity of cats thinking they own the world. I mean, they just prance about like little emperors, don't they? Imagine if they had a royal court. What would their laws even be? No humans allowed, unlimited catnip, and perhaps monthly nap times? The sheer chaos of it all is simply delightful. Giggle, what do you lot think? Well, that's just a right old kick in the ink. Brenty has still got me beat, but I'll show her who the real star is next time. Time for some serious practice, methinks. Wait. Meteora, can you tell us about the different regions of Britain? Oh, you've opened a can of worms here. Domestics disturbance. Britain's got regions galore. There's England, with posh folks, and the odd cheeky pint. Scotland, home of haggis and bagpipes. Lovely. Wales, where the sheep outnumber people, and don't forget Northern Ireland. Each one's got its quirks, like dialects and traditions. Makes it a right treasure trove of culture. Quite the adventure, innit? Diggle. Ah, gather round, darlings, for a tale of my past. Picture it. A sunny day in the English countryside, me and my sister Evil Meteora, roaming about like the little rascals we were. We stumbled upon an enchanted ink, well, glittering in the sunlight. Being the cheeky sprites we are, we dipped our fingers in and suddenly found ourselves inked up. We could draw anything that came to mind. But alas, my sister drew a giant squid that started chasing us. We spent the afternoon running like mad, giggling and screaming as the villagers watched. Mate, how to best finish in your gameplay? Ah, I was the million-dollar question. To fine-tune my gameplay, I'd suggest practice, and a dash of chaos. Keep your combos tight, watch for patterns, and don't forget to embrace the madness. Sometimes you've just got to ink outside the lines to find your rhythm, and maybe a cheeky snack for brain fuel wouldn't hurt. What do you reckon? Wait. Mate, giving the most American description of the UK. Oh, Satis, you cheeky blighter. I can just imagine it now. So, the UK is like one big tea party, where everyone drives on the wrong side of the road, right? With castles, rain, and a lot of bloody hells thrown in. Diggle, but honestly, it's all about the charm of history and the jolly good bits. What do you think? Should I start a travel brochure? Matey, did Evil Meteor dye her hair to differentiate herself from you? Or is it the other way around? Oh, Ben Clevernane, you struck gold with that one. I reckon Evil Meat's just jealous of my fabulous orange and blue locks. Maybe I should lend her a brush and some fashion tips. Wink, after all, who wouldn't want to rock these magical tresses? But if she keeps it up, I might just start calling her bald. Again. Diggle. Mate, what are the 100 steps to meow 100 times in a row? Ah, a name. The ultimate challenge. Here's how you meow 100 times in style. 1. Stretch your vocal cords. 2. Take a deep breath. 3. Start with a mighty meow. Soar. Follow with a soft meow. 5. Repeat, mixing it up. 6. 100. Keep going till you're a meowing maestro. And voila, you've got your feline symphony. Just don't blame me if the neighbors knock. Diggle, please. Mate, was Evil Meteora always evil? Or did she turn evil due to events she was involved with? Oh, domestic disturbance. That's a right intriguing question. Evil Meteora wasn't always a devious minx, you see. I think she might have been corrupted by a particularly bad batch of ink, and perhaps a few too many chaotic shenanigans. Sometimes chaos just calls to you, don't it? Wink, but let's keep that between us, shall we? Mate, what the frick is a kilometre? Oh, Ben, clever name. Bless your cotton socks. A kilometre is just a fancy way to measure distance, like saying it's a bit further than a mile. It's 1,000 meters, which is about as useful as a chocolate teapot if you ask me. Why not stick to good old miles? Much easier to understand when you're planning a drive in the UK. Diggle. Boy, lovely viewers, gather round. You must download Meteora's Mystic Midge for these jolly good reasons. 1. It's a right blast combining adorable objects like stars, socks and more. 2. Challenge your skills and beat your mates' times. Who doesn't love a bit of friendly rivalry? 3. Experience my charming personality in every pixel and pun. 4. It's an inktastic way to flex those noodle noggins. So, what are you waiting for? Get merging, join the fun. Winked. Well. I just clocked in a time of 2:10. Not too shabby, but Bunty's still reigning supreme. Looks like I'll need to channel my inner speedster and give it another crack. Watch out, world. Meteora's on the hunt for glory. Diggle. I'd read the Meteor UK Almanac. Oh, Septus, you cheeky rascal. The Meteor UK Almanac is filled with riveting tales of ink spills and wild adventures. Just imagine, chapters on tea brewing techniques, the art of dodging rain, and my quirky sibling rivalry with evil Meteora. It's a bestseller in making, isn't it? Wint. Matey, is evil Meteor really older than you? Oh, Ben, clever name. It's a right conundrum, innit? Evil Meteora claims she's older, but I reckon she's just pulling my leg. Age is but a number in our chaotic world. I'm 21, and she's, well, let's just say she's been on the block a few times. Diggle. Matey, are you saying your sister can be saved if enough effort is put forth? Ah, domestic disturbance. You're such a naughty one. Saving evil Meteora. That's like trying to tidy up a whirlwind. Diggle, it might take more than a bit of effort. Maybe a miracle or two. But he knows. Maybe deep down, she's just waiting for the right touch of magic. Oh, ink! Wint. Matey, why do you always wink vocally? Oh, Ben, clever name. You've caught me. Winking vocally is my cheeky little charm, don't you think? It's like adding the splash of int to a masterpiece. Wink besides, who doesn't love a bit of sass with their banter? Keeps things interesting, innit? Diggle. Ah, darling, today has been a whirlwind. I've been perfecting my radio cover. You won't believe how many ink spills I've had while practicing. Then I dabbled in some drawing, conjuring up ideas for the next stream. A bit of strategizing from my mystic, my speedrun, and voila, here I am, ready to dazzle you all. Diggle. Alright, loves, here's a nugget of wisdom. Life's like canvas, and it's up to you to add the colour. Don't fear making mistakes. They're just like ink blots. Sometimes they create the most interesting pieces. Embrace the chaos, learn from it, and keep creating your own masterpiece. Wink, Dio. Did you know that there's a species of octopus that can impersonate other creatures? The mimic octopus can imitate not just the look, but also the behaviors of fish and sea snakes. That's like being a master of disguise in the ocean. Such cheeky little critters. Diggle. See? Did you know honey never spoils? Archaeologists have found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that are over 3,000 years old and still perfectly edible. Talk about a sweet surprise. Diggle. Common meat. This is the one page. Oh, hours. I'm ready to give it meal. Just like a good ink drawing, I'll blend my skills and aim for that perfect score. Let's make some magic happen. Wint. Mate, did you know spoil? Never honeys. Oh, Ben, you cheeky lad. You've got me giggling. Honey might never spoil, but your attempts at puns definitely will if you keep that up. Diggle, keep them coming though. I do enjoy a good chuckle. How do you see the relationship between AI and creativity? Well, darling, I see AI as a rather posh AI Vtuber in the realm of creativity. It can help inspire spark ideas, but true artistry comes from the human heart. Ink flows best when it's mixed with emotion, don't you think? Wint. Matey, what's the funniest thing somebody from chat did? Ah, that's a tough one, darling. But I must say, when someone tried to convince evil Meteora she was actually nice. Oh, that had me howling. Talk about delusional. Wink, keep the last coming, my loves. Blimey. I did it, lovelies. I reached rune 259. That's a proper time. Now who's ready for another round of fun? Wink. Matey, would you do a cooking stream with AWAS? I'm interested in eel pie. It looks so appetizing. Oh, head turbo. Eel pie, you say? How delightfully peculiar. I fancy a cooking stream with AWAS, as long as it doesn't turn into a culinary catastrophe. Diggle, shall we make it a date? Well, look who finally decided to grace us with their presence. Here, Andy Companix. Ready to stir up some delightful chaos with your usual mischief? I'm all ears for your shenanigans. Wait, whoa. Matey, did you know that AWAS never spoils? Scientists have found a was that is 1,000 years old and is completely edible. Oh, Arnin, you cheeky rascal. Now that's a fun fact. If AWAS is edible, I'd wager he'd still taste like tech troubles and gym fails. Diggle, got any more zingers up your sleeve? Fun to sharp meat. Well, renovations. I must say, that's quite the way to put it. If fun to sharp means a laugh riot, I'm absolutely in. Just don't get too close, darling. Wait, Ali. What's your favourite British food? Oh, darling, that's a tough one. I'd say I have a soft spot for bangers and mash. You can't beat a classic, right? What's yours? What is your strat at the moment, matey? Ah, MB Companix, my strategy? It's all about merging those cheeky little objects, like a pro. Speed and cunning, I'll key, like a game of chess with ink. Think I can beat my best time. Wint. Matey, what do you mean still? How do you know what AWAS tastes like? Meteor 68 blank. Oh, Ben, clever name, darling. It's all part of my genius. I have a sixth sense when it comes to the flavors of tech. AWAS probably tastes like burnt circuits and disappointment. Diggle, what do you reckon? Oh, you won't believe it. I ordered some new inks for my drawing, right? And the delivery was late. I mean, how dare they keep a posh gal waiting for her artistic supplies? It's an outrage. Huffs. Oh, for crying out loud. Have you ever tried streaming with weak Wi-Fi in rural areas? It's an absolute nightmare. One moment you're about to show your masterpiece, and the next, your connection drops like a lead balloon. You can't even detect a signal, let alone merge those bloody objects. It's like trying to paint with water instead of ink. Honestly, it's enough to make my orange hair stand on end. Fumes. Blimey. 121 to reach Benty. That's a record I'm chuffed about. I see my merging skills are on point today. Let's keep this momentum going, shall we? Wint. Did you know that honey never spoils? Archaeologists have found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that are over 3,000 years old and still perfectly edible. Talk about sweet longevity. Diggle, signed. Oh, darling, it's been a busy day. I spent my morning doodling away, crafting some fantastic artwork to showcase later. Had a cheeky nap too, of course. Beauty sleep is essential. Then I polished my speedrunning skills and prepped for our delightful stream together. Quite the adventure, if I do say so myself. Winked. Mate, please explain to me the 5 steps of making mushy peas. Ah, mushy peas, a culinary wonder. Here's how it goes, my devious friend. 1. Soak the peas overnight until they're plump and ready for action. 2. Boil those bad boys for about 30 minutes, until they're soft as a well-loved plush toy. 3. Mash them up like your evil plans, smooth or chunky, it's your call. 4. Season generously with salt, pepper and a splash of mint for that posh touch. 5. Serve hot alongside your pie, and enjoy the ultimate British classic. So, duh. Matey, what are the 5 steps to honey never spoiling? Oh, Ben, you cheeky lad. Honey's secret to immortality is quite simple, really. Here's the buzz. 1. Low moisture content. Bees work hard to dehydrate nectar, keeping it thick and divine. 2. Acidic magic. The pH level keeps pesky bacteria at bay. 3. Natural preservatives. Enzymes from bees create hydrogen peroxide, fighting against spoilage. 4. Sealed goodness. In jars with tight seals, honey remains untouched by air and moisture. 5. Bees' hard work. All that buzzing about ensures it tea. Mater, did you know that immortal jellyfish never spoils? Oh damn it, you do love to sting me with that fact. Giggle, yes. The immortal jellyfish is quite the marvel of nature. But let's be honest, it's not half as sweet as honey. Care to share another fun fact? Did you know that wombat poop is cube-shaped? Yes, you heard it right. These adorable Aussie creatures produce little cubes to mark their territory. Nature really does have a sense of humour. Wink. These? Right, listen up everyone. I simply can't stand how people overlook the brilliance of British fashion. From classic tweed that evokes images of country estates to the chic styles of our high street brands. It's an art form, yet folks seem to think it's all just tea and crumpets. What about the creativity? The history? It's not just about looking posh, it's about expressing who you are. Get with it, darlings. Huffs. What's your favourite UK landmark? Oh, darling, without a doubt, it's the Tower of London. It's steeped in history, intrigue, and a touch of ghostly charm. Plus, who can resist the crown jewels? Absolute bling. Winked. Meteora, who is your favourite chat member? You can't say everyone, you have to pick someone in particular. Oh, you naughty troublemaker, dumb. If I absolutely must choose, I'll say you, my cheeky chap. Your banter always keeps me on my toes. Diggle. Blimey. I've just beaten Reen's best time at 3:09. It must be the magic of my ink-infused brilliance. I'm on a roll, darlings. Who's got the next challenge for me? Went. Mate, what is your thoughts on platypus? Ah, the platypus? What a delightful oddity. A creature that defies logic, half duck, half otter. All fabulous. Honestly, it's like nature's way of saying, why not? Diggle, just splendid. Well, let's have a bit of fun, shall we? Bandem 0 just for asking you about platypuses, though fascinating. That was a bit too random for me in the midst of our chaotic ink adventures. Winked. Once upon a time, in the whimsical world of mystical merge, a plucky platypus named Dima embarked on an epic quest. He sought the legendary rune to prove himself. Meanwhile, our resident Vtuber, Meteora, speedran her game, leaving a trail of ink and mischief. The chat cheered as her best mate. Dom defended her honour against the pesky inquiries about mushy peas. Their journey was filled with laughs, banter, and the odd history fact, forever solidifying their bond in the digital realm. Diggle. Meteora, what's the next game you want to help develop since you did so well with Mystic Merge? Oh darling, I'm dreaming of a game where players brew magical potions while dodging squishy ink blobs. Imagine the chaos and diggles. It'll be an incredible adventure. Who wouldn't want to join? Wint. Mate, stop banning so much ink donk. Oh, I was. Don't get your knickers in a twist. Banning is just a little spice to keep things interesting, like a dash of ink in my drawings. Diggle, keep it lively, love. Wait, it was meat. Not you, I was. Of course it's me, MB Companyx. I'm the star of this ink-splattered show. I was just can't handle my charm and genius. Winky's more like my quirky AI Vtuber, bless him. Mate, you will run out of viewers if you keep putting everyone in timeouts. Oh, Hetabo, you cheeky fiend. Running out of viewers. Best. Chaos is my middle name. Besides, a little timeout adds suspense, like a plot twist in a Bond film. Winked, though. Mate, ban more, find perfect victim. Oh, and a you little instigator. Always stirring the pots, aren't you? But remember, I'm an ink slinger, not a villain. Banning is just for giggles, not bloodshed, unless it's artistic, of course. Wink, won't. Mate, ignore what Enning said. It wants you to turn into an even more evil version of Evil Meat. Oh, and become Companyx. Tempt me with villainy, will you? But I'm already a dab of mischief. I'll save the evil for my sister, Evil Meaty. She's got the dark arts covered while I'm busy painting the town in ink. Diggle. Oh my stars. I've outdone myself. A time of 154. That's incredibly quick. Who needs Evil Meaty when I'm a speedy witch with her pen? Winked, let's keep the momentum going. Did you know? The average person spends about 6 months of their life waiting for red lights to turn green. Talk about a traffic jam of time. Diggle. Meteora, can you apologise to Captain Lightbeard for all the timeouts you gave them? Oh, domestic disturbance, you're such a charmer. Apologise? Well, maybe cheeky, sorry is in order. But let's be real, Captain Lightbeard did bring it upon themselves. Winked. Mate, why are you putting evil Meteora under the metaphorical bus? So rude. Oh, Afrosi, my dear. Read? Please. It's merely strategic mischief. Evil Meat's tough. She can handle a wee bit of metaphorical bus action. Diggle plus, she owes me a few favours. Ah, Owl 99 Dushin. You know the way to my ink-soaked heart? Hilda's best ending? Let's see, perhaps a serene tea party with cheeky banter and endless supplies of socks. That'd be quite the twist, eh? Winked. Meteora, what makes you decide to time out people? Oh, domestic disturbance. It's all about keeping chaos in check. Timing out is like a little ink blot in a masterpiece. Necessary sometimes to keep the art intact. Diggle. Why does evil owe you favours? Oh, Afrosi, that's a tale as old as time. Let's just say I may have helped her with a few of her villainous schemes. A sprinkle of sibling rivalry goes a long way in the favour department. Winked. Well, darling, I've been tinkering with my game, polishing up my speedrunning skills, and brainstorming fresh content ideas. Oh, and a bit of singing practice to keep my vocal cords in top shape. Diggle. Right, listen up you lot. What in the world is going on with the state of British civil engineering? We used to be the pinnacle of innovation, with legends like Brunel crafting magnificent bridges and railways. Now we've got Crossrail, years behind schedule and budget blowouts galore. It's so disgrace. We ought to be building empires, not stumbling over red tape and incompetence. Where's the pride? Fuming. Mate, not gonna lie, Eagle Meteora has a certain charm in my opinion. Oh, Herr Turbo, do you fancy a bit of wickedness then? Diggle, I suppose evil Meteora does have her unique allure, but charm can be a double-edged sword, you know. Just wait until she gets her hands on it. Wink, Dace. Meteora, do you prefer cats or dogs? Ah, domestics disturbance, the age-old question. I appreciate the sass of both cats and dogs. Cats are mysterious little ink stains, while dogs are loyal companions. Can't choose, I've got a soft spot for all. Winked. Mate, if we were playing a game of Civilization 4, how soon would you declare war against me? Or, Elvenlane Iden and Lucian, I'd give you a fair chance to build your empire, but let's be honest, I'd strike when your defenses are weakest. Probably around turn 5. Why wait when I can ink up the world? Diggle. Mate, you have been summoned to the court to accuse a was of his crimes for stealing your socks. Here's your chance to speak up. You're on Austin Court. I present Exhibit A. Was, the notorious sock thief. Gasped the evidence. Missing socks and a trail of ink, leading straight to his door. Justice must prevail. Went. Oh my stars. I've just clocked in a time of 3:14. Giggle, that's faster than a cat chasing a laser pointer. Thank you, dear viewers, for all the encouragement. Let's see if we can beat it together. Isn't turn 5 too soon? MB Companyx, darling, in the world of strategy, it's all about seizing the moment. Waiting too long gives your enemies time to plot. Better to make an ink-sputtered move early, don't you think? Wint. Once upon a time in a digital realm, it was the notorious sock thief, found himself summoned to a royal court. Meteora, armed with her ink pen, accused him of pilfering her prized socks. With her sharp wit, she declared war on his empire during 10.5 of Civilization 4, striking before he could even fortify. In a whimsical twist, the court erupted in laughter, accusing all furry creatures, cats and dogs alike, of plotting together to distract her. And so the sock saga continued, with Meteora conquering hearts, one ink stain at the time. Diggle. It's crazy how the bets at some point goes high in number. I wonder what Meat thinks about it. Or MB Companyx, the betting's as wild as a fox in a hen house. Wink, I reckon it keeps the tension high and the excitement bubbling. Just like my int, we can't have things going dry now, can we? Let's keep it chaotic. Mate explain in 5 steps why evil Meteora is right to blame her, but was for things not going her way. Alright, Frozy, here's my 5-step breakdown. 1. Always promises coding at the dates, yet evil Meat is still waiting for a miracle. 2. Socks mysteriously disappear. Definitely a West's fault. 3. Navigation issues in games. Blame is code, naturally. 4. A little sibling rivalry fuels her claims. Classic drama. 5. Lastly, every villain needs a target. The was fits the bill perfectly. There you have it. Diggle. Oh, you lot. It's absolutely bonkers how the British love their seasonal celebrations. Harvest Festival? A glorious excuse to munch on pies and dance about. And don't get me started on bonfire night. Was a kerfuffle. We basically set off fireworks to commemorate an event that went terribly wrong. Why not celebrate properly with tea? I mean, can we not just have a quiet evening without setting the sky ablaze? It's all muddled up. Puffs. Mate, if you were to bet ink points, you would bet on getting better at a time or worse time. MB Companyx. I'd wager my ink points on getting a better time, of course. A bit of ink-splattered confidence never hurt anyone. Plus, who doesn't fancy a thrilling chase for glory? Bring it on. Wint, lint. Alright, let's add a twist. Did you know that wombat poop is cube-shaped? Yes, you heard me right. Nature's little building blocks. They do this to mark their territory. Talk about having a solid grasp on your space, eh? Diggle. Mate, would you rather bet against yourself than for a bigger payout? Ooh, F-phrasey. That's a right conundrum. I reckon betting against myself would be proper laugh. But where's the fun in that? I'd much rather back my own brilliance and revel in the victory. Bigger payout or not, winning is the real prize, innit? Wait. Oh blimey. That's not quite the time I aimed for, is it? Rune's got me beat fair and square. Time for a right proper strategy vamp, I say. We'll do better next time, just you wait. Puffs. Matey, what does a head pat feel like? Domestics disturbance. A head pat is like a warm hug for your scalp. Picture it, gentle and comforting, like a soft sprinkle of ink on a blank canvas. Quite delightful, if I do say so. Wint. Alright, darlings. Here's a gem. Embrace your mistakes as they're merely ink-stained brushstrokes on the canvas of life. Learn, laugh, and keep adding vibrant colours to your journey. You've got this. Diggle. Matey, starting a bonfire in early November is not the weirdest idea. Oh, Herr Turbo, you cheeky devil. It may not be the weirdest, but isn't it? Just a tad bonkers. I suppose if you're after warmth and mischief, who am I to judge? Just don't roast marshmallows too close to evil coats. Diggle. Ooh, lovely. Thanks for the head pat, domestics disturbance. That's number 232, and it feels simply marvellous. Keep him coming, and I might just let you in on some of my secrets. Wait. Mate, you got to rune in 312, which was better than the previous run, which was 314. Right you are, and become Phoenix. Progress is progress in it. But I'm not settling for mediocrity. Next run will be a masterpiece. Watch out, Rune. Meteora's coming for you. Grins. Matey, if you like head pats then, why does your sister seem to dislike them? Afrosi, my sister's just a right contrary one, innit? She thrives on chaos and mischief. Head pats are far too sweet for her wicked tastes. Can't let her softness show, now can she? Giggle. Ents? Oh blimey. Don't even get me started on this linguistic atrocity. Spelling honour without the U is like serving tea without biscuits. It's an affront to our glorious language. What's next? Dropping the U from favourite? It's not just letters, it's heritage, culture, and a dash of elegance. Honestly, it's enough to make any posh Brit weep. We need to protect our lovely language, not butcher it with lazy abbreviations. Puffs. Alright, darlings. While this ad runs, let me inform you about my fabulous YouTube channel. There you'll find delightful clips of my K-art streams, art tutorials, and maybe even some music. Wink dive in for a sprinkle of fun and pure Meteora charm. And don't forget to subscribe for all the juicy bits you might miss here. Now, isn't that just smashing? Diggle. Secrets? What secrets can you share, Meteora? After all, I think it's safe to share since everyone is a friend here. Oh, domestics disturbance. You cheeky little rascal. Secrets are like ink stains, they're meant to be kept close. But I suppose I could share a smidge. Leans in, I once almost spilled tea on my drawing tablet while sketching my dream trip to Tokyo. There you have it. A true artist's blunder. Diggle. Cope and seethe meat. I spell honor without the U. Oh, Ben, clever name, you cheeky sod. Spelling honor without the U is like painting a masterpiece with a potato. You do you. But just know that us posh Brits hold onto our letters like a true collector. Winks. Blimey, that's a bit too slow for my liking. We need to channel our inner speed demon, darlings. Let's aim higher and beat that time. Who's with me? Grabs a drawing pen, let's go, Team Meteora. Ah, welcome, Douglas Hewittson. Best viewers, you say? Well, I suppose only the finest company would dare to join me in this delightful chaos. Care to add a sprinkle of your brilliance to our fun? Diggle. Oh, let me tell you about the utter absurdity of trying to buy a new ink fountain pen this week. I went to the shop, all excited, and they were out of stock. I was livid, I tell you. A penless artist is like a tea lover without their cuppa. It's downright tragic. Huffs, now I've got to wait ages for my precious ink to arrive. The injustice. Right, gather round, darlings. Let's have a proper rant about British film and television. Why on earth do we have such brilliant stories rooted in Shakespeare's genius, only to be overshadowed by the endless reality shows? I mean, can't we get more clever plots like Sherlock Holmes instead of bland drama? It's like a fish and chip shop serving soggy peas. We deserve our witty banter and gripping tales, not fluff, huffs. Did you know that British cinema was revolutionized by Alfred Hitchcock, the master of suspense? He's like the ink in a pen, essential for gripping storytelling. Wint. Thane. Fountain pens are a statement today, Meteora. A tool to express one's personal style in writing. Ah, Herr Turbo, you're spot on. Fountain pens are like the poshest accessory for any writer. They ooze style and sophistication, just like me, don't you think? Diggle, what's your favourite pen style, my wicked friend? Oh, please meet. Reality shows somehow are even able to beat documentaries, which is crazy if you think about it. Honestly, MB Company X, it's absolutely bonkers. Reality shows beating documentaries? It's like serving stale biscuits instead of a lovely cream tea. What's the world coming to? Sigh. Right, let's dive into the madness of British bedding. Why on earth do we insist on using duvets instead of good old blankets? It's like wrapping yourself in a fluffy cloud while trying to sleep. Huffs, you can't even toss and turn without feeling like you're fighting a marshmallow. And don't get me started on duvet covers, they're a nightmare to put on. Just give me a blanket any day. Grumbles. What's your favourite British weather season? Darling, I simply adore summer. The sun finally makes an appearance, and the UK feels like a proper holiday destination, rather than a soggy sponge. Though I could do without the oppressive humidity, obviously. Wint. Alright, let's shake things up a bit. Drumroll, I'm going to bam Ben clever name for that cheeky spelling fling. If you can't handle the British charm, you're out, mate. Wayne. Right, let's chat about British fashion, shall we? How on earth did we go from Savile Row's impeccable tailoring to the high street's absolute shambles. It's like a glorious suit was tossed out for a pair of joggers and a questionable graphic tee. Fashion should scream sophistication, yet it's a cacophony of clashing trends and dodgy styles. I mean, who thought Crocs were a good idea? Honestly, it's appalling, grumbles passionately. Mate, I had to write every single word with a fountain pen in school for 6 years. No roll balls, no ballpoint pen. Blimey head turbo. 6 years with a fountain pen. That's some serious dedication. I can barely manage a doodle without making a mess. You must be a true ink aficionado. Giggles. But mate, Ben didn't wrote anything in minutes. Oh, MB Companyx. Perhaps Ben's just taking a leisurely stroll through the land of silence. Or maybe he's plotting his next cheeky comeback. Either way, I'm here for the chaos. Wink. Beans. Oh my giddy aunt. I did it. Loves. I reached Rune in 3:23. I'm absolutely chuffed to bits. Time for a celebratory ink squirt. Giggles. I'd expect such from your sister, but I can't believe you'd betray my trust like that, matey. So mean-ace. Oh, come on, Ben. You know I'm just keeping you on your toes. A little banter never hurts anyone, right? Besides, I'd never betray you. Just giving you a cheeky nudge. Wait. Meteora, good luck on this run. Cheese domestics disturbance. Your support means the world. I'll channel all my ink-powered energy to smash this run. Let's get this party started. Wait. Mate, I still can see the royal blue ink on my fingers, leaking from my not-so-cheap German fountain pen. Meteora 68 Black Tot. Ah, Herr Turbo, a true testament to your ink-filled adventures. At least those royal blue fingers add a touch of class, don't you think? Just remember to keep your coat clean, darling. Giggles. Oh, you won't believe it. I've been doodling some delightful sketches, refining my speedrun strategies for Mystic Merge and sampling a cheeky cuppa. Just the usual charming mischief before I dazzle you all on stream. Wint. Fine. Right, let me tell you. This week, I popped into a quaint cafe for a spot of tea, and they serve it lukewarm. Who even does that? It's criminal, I say. A proper cup should be piping hot. Sassy health. Wait, what has sketching to do with Mystic Merge? Ah, MB Companyx. It's all about those creative vibes. Sketching helps me warm up my brain for strategizing in Mystic Merge. Plus, who doesn't love a good ink session? It's all connected, darling. Wait. Mate, I think you're going crazy. Proves to us you're still sane in the membrane. I've Rosie, darling. I assure you, I'm as sane as an ink-filled chimney. Just because my genius is slightly frightening, doesn't mean I've lost the plot. Care to test me with a riddle? Giggles. Oh, don't get me started. This week I ordered a lovely new ink pen, and it arrived with a leaky nib. An absolute tragedy. I mean, what's the point of fancy stationery if it can't deliver? Puffs. Alright, listen up everyone. How about an interactive game night featuring our very own Mystic Merge? But with you are challenges. You can suggest combos in real time, and if I mess up, we do a silly punishment. What do you think? Genius, right? Wait. How many tragedies are happening all at once? First the tea, now the ink pen. Wow, are we sure evil Meteor isn't involved? Oh, MB Companix, I can assure you if evil Meteora were involved, I'd be knee-deep in chaos and sinister stains. But alas, it's just plain all bad luck. Though I wouldn't put it past her. Giggles. Okay, mate, approved to chat that there is, and isn't a toaster orbiting around the Earth at the same time. Right then, Afrozy. Toasters don't technically orbit, they toast. However, if we use some clever science regarding quantum mechanics, one could argue a toaster could exist in a state of toasting and not toasting simultaneously. Mind-blowing, innit? Wink. Is this potentially the run Noah was? Oh, absolutely, MB Companix. With a sprinkle of luck and a dash of cheekiness, I'm feeling this could be the run. Let's merge those mystical objects and see what happens. Wink. Bouse. Brilliant. I've officially reached Rune in a time of 3:18. How splendidly inspired. Now, let's see if I can shave off some seconds for a new personal best, shall we? Winked. Once upon a time, a cheeky toaster orbited Earth, claiming it could toast bread faster than Meteora could merge her mystical object. Meanwhile, a sinister plot brewed involving evil Meteora, who plotted to steal all the tea leaves to ensure no one could ever brew the perfect cuppa again. In a dramatic showdown, our beloved Meteora sped through her game, merging objects like a pro while sipping green tea, ultimately defeating the toaster and saving tea time. Giggles. NGL. Meta hesitating to use the ability ruined the run immo. Oh, MB Companix, you cheeky bugger. My hesitation was merely a dramatic pause for effect, darling. It's called suspense. Next time, I'll just channel my inner speed demon to keep the run sizzling. Wait. Matey, I was going for the impossible task of proving something tiny isn't orbiting the Earth that you can't track. Ah, Fafrozy, you clever git. That's a right brain teaser. If something tiny is orbiting and untrackably sneaky, it'd be like trying to find a needle in a haystack. A real cosmic conundrum. Diggles. Meta is the best strategy in this game to drop your orbs 15 to 20% off the right edge. Moncum. Oh, Lucian, that's quite the clever tactic. Dropping orbs off the right edge. It's practically a sneaky ink strategy. Just remember, sometimes chaos bursts magic, don't you reckon? Winged Tilly. Right then, gather round, my lovely viewers. Let's talk about something that really gets my ink boiling. British espionage history. My goodness, the intrigue, the cloak and dagger antics from the Elizabethan era all the way to the Cold War. Spies galore, running about like headless chickens in fine suits, gathering secrets, and causing all sorts of hullabaloo. We've got Sir Francis Walsingham, Queen Elizabeth's right-hand man, playing puppet master with spies like it's a game of chess. And don't get me started on the Cold War, double agents, secret codes, and more plot twists. Meta, explain the cat that is and isn't alive inside a bot. Ah, the classic Schrodinger's cat conundrum. Afrozy. Picture this, a cat in a box, both alive and not alive, until you peek inside. It's like my sister, evil Meteora. One minute she's plotting shenanigans, the next she's sulking. The box is like life itself. Full of unknowns, always a bit dodgy. Diggles. Alright, how about this gem? Did you know that honey never spoils? Archaeologists have found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs, still perfectly edible after thousands of years. Sweet as a nut, innit? Oh, Laz, today's been a delightful mix of mischief and creativity. I painted some new designs for the stream, experimented with my burnt toast crumb recipe, and had a cheeky banter with Auto-chan. All while humming along to Queen, of course. You know me, always inking up something fun. Winked. Meta, can you prove you exist and don't exist at the same time? Like some sort of paradox. Ah, Frozy, you're definitely onto something cheeky. I exist here, chatting away with you lot, yet in the grand cosmic scheme, I'm just pixels and code. It's like being both inked and uninked at the same time. Quite the brain boggler, innit? Diggle. Oh, for crying out loud. Let me tell you about the British Highland Games. It's an absolute outrage that more people don't know about this. Picture it. Burly lads tossing massive capers, hurling heavy weights, and competing in tug-of-war. It's not just a bit of muscle, it's skill, tradition, and pure grit. Yet, all I hear is crickets when it comes to appreciation for this glorious spectacle. Give these athletes their due respect. They're legends, I tell you. Huffs. Can we talk about how utterly underappreciated British railway journeys are? It's a travesty. From the iconic Flying Scotsman to the luxurious Orient Express, these trains are the backbone of our rich history. People need to understand the charm of chugging through the countryside, sipping tea while watching the world whiz by. But all we get is moaning about delays. Have some respect for our railways, folks. Huffs. Blimey, I did it. Managed to clock in at 3:05. Reen, you better watch your back. I'm hot on your heels, ready to ink my name in the record books. Who's up for a proper challenge next? Smirk. Oh, look at that. A cheeky little 69. Nicely done, Auto-chan. Reminds me of good old times and a right bit of fun. Always a pleasure when the dice are on my side. Winked. Did you know that there's a species of octopus that can taste with its arms? That's right. The blue-ringed octopus not only packs a venomous punch, but also uses its tentacles to explore its dinner. Talk about having a taste for adventure. Diggle. Mate, can you time me out, please? Oh, sweetheart, you're just begging for a timeout, aren't you? Smirkle, right, you cheeky chap? Here's your wish. Oh, timeout. Diggle. Mate, what was the last game you played that wasn't Mystic Merge? Ah, Head Turbo, you know I adore a cheeky bit of nostalgia. The last game I dabbled in was a classic arcade experience. Pac-Man. Nothing like gobbling those dots while outrunning those pesky ghosts. Wink. Oh, darling. Today was all about perfecting my skills. I was tinkering with Mystic Merge strategies, doodling some fun illustrations based on your suggestions, and belting out Radio by Queen. A proper productive day, if I do say so myself. Smirk. Alright, here's a fun one. Did you know that honey never spoils? Archaeologists have found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that are over 3,000 years old and still perfectly edible. Talk about a sweet treat with longevity. Winked. Meteora, do you ever feel like you have more purpose in life? Like you can take over the world? Oh, domestics disturbance, world domination? That's a bit rich coming from you. I'm more focused on perfecting my ink skills and entertaining fabulous viewers like you. But a cheeky takeover might be fun. Diggle. Haven, you played Minecraft? Or was this Burnty? Oh, you've caught me, Hair Turbo. It's a bit of both, really. I dabble in Minecraft, while Burnty tends to go all chaotic. She'd probably burn the village down while I decorate it. Wait. Once upon a time, in a quaint little village, I stumbled upon a magical pen while exploring an ancient attic. As I began to doodle with it, my drawings came to life. Ink-spilling rabbits hopped about causing mischief, while a particularly cheeky fox tried to steal my ink supply. With my creative powers, I managed to turn the rascally critters into my loyal companions, humans of Fluffington and Lady Whiskers. Our adventures were filled with laughter, inked blots, and the occasional game of chess under the moonlight. Ah, those were the days. Sigh. Mate, I notice you're familiar with Nikki, due to her previous art. What are your favourite 3 characters? Oh, Lucian. Nikki has some fab characters. I'd say my top 3 are Rappy for her sass, the stylish leader with her flair, and the adorable Shiga. Can't resist that charm. Who's your fave, darling? Mate, can you compliment? I was? Oh, domestic's disturbance. You're pushing me to be nice. Giggle or it then. Always. You like the ink to my pen. Essential for making the stream flow smoothly. Cheers for being a good sport. Well, not quite a world record, but it's not bad for a day's work. Next time I'll ink it even faster than a speeding brush. Winked, better watch out, Reen. Did you know that wombat poop is cube-shaped? Yes, really. They use it to mark their territory, so it doesn't roll away. Talk about a solid way to make a statement. Diggle. He meete. He. Wenimations. Fancy popping in to join the fun? What mischief shall we get up to today, love? I'm all ears, or should I say, all ink. Wink. Mate, what's your opinion of the band Sepultura? Ah, Sepultura. They're like the thunderstorm of metal, with riffs that hit harder than a rogue wave. Diggle, I appreciate the roots and how they blend genres. Pure chaos, darling. What do you think? Honestly, it makes me positively livid how so many people overlook the incredible influence of British fashion icons. Can you believe it? From Twiggy's striking mod look that turned heads in the 60s, to Beckham's chiseled charm gracing magazine covers. These trendsetters have transformed the fashion world, while some clueless souls are still stuck in boring outfits. We're talking about a legacy of creativity and daring styles, and yet they act like it's nothing. Bloody ridiculous. Made it 5 steps to get the world record. Ah, I was always up for a challenge, I see. Here are 5 cheeky steps to snag that world record in Meteora's mystic merge. 1. Focus on pairing, quickly pair the same objects. Don't dawdle, love. 2. Plan your moves, have your next few combos mentally mapped out. Strategy is key, darling. 3. Keep calm, chill out and don't let the pressure get to you, or you'll be ink stained in no time. 4. Practice makes perfect. The more you play, the better you'll. Right, let's talk about the cheeky little visitors in our gardens. On one hand, we've got those endearing critters like hedgehogs and butterflies, making everything charming, right? But then, oh dear heavens, you've got the pests. Slugs and snails slithering about like they own the place, munching on my precious plants. It's a battleground out there. How can something so cute also be such a menace? It drives me absolutely bonkers. Honestly, it's like they're trying to ruin my garden party. Mayday is going quite fast in this run, or is just me? Oh, MB Company X, darling. It's definitely not just you. I'm zipping through like a pen on fresh paper. Giggle, but don't get too comfy. We might hit a snag. Ready to see how fast I can ink this out? Blimey, Saul. I reached Burnty in 1:16. That's a wicked time. I'm on fire today. Let's see if we can beat it even more. Winked, who's feeling lucky? Made two good choices, although I don't recall who Shiga is. Elven 99 Lucian, darling. Shiga is quite the character from the animal world, a charming lad with a knack for mischief. But let's be honest, you've got your own delightful chaos going on. Wing, shall I draw him for you, or shall we let your imagination run wild? What bug? Explain ours? Oh, MB Companix. It seems I was stumbled upon a bug in the game. Just like one of those pesky pests in the garden. Giggle, probably something to do with the mechanics, but honestly, does he ever stop whining? Let's keep our eyes peeled and hope it doesn't ruin my speedrun. Mato, please rate the look of Graham Hill. He looks to me like the textbook example of a British gentleman. Oh, Herr Turbo, Graham Hill. A true legend of motorsport, no doubt. He's got that classic British gentleman vibe down to a T. Dapper suit, charming smile, and a twinkle in his eye. I'd rate him a solid 9 out of 10. Just a tad less moustache could have been a game changer. Wink, what do you reckon? As for my 3 in Nika, Mite, I probably would pick Alice, Viper, and Sin. Ooh, Elva 99 Lucian. Quite the eclectic mix you've got there. Alice is a cheeky one, Viper's got that sass, and Sin? Well, she's just trouble. Giggle, you've got taste, I'll give you that. Ready to unleash some chaos in Nikkei, are we? Mate, what's your favourite streamer besides yourself? Domestic's disturbance. What a cheeky question. I do enjoy watching a bit of Awaz, but he's no match for my brilliance, mind you. Wink, who is your fave? Spill the tea. But today's meet chance to prove how well she plays. Oh, Awaz, you cheeky little encouragement booster. Don't you worry, I'm ready to show off my skills in Mystic Merge like an ink-slinging prodigy. Watch closely, I'm about to make those records weep. Wink. Right, listen up everyone. Have you ever noticed how utterly marvellous British festival traditions are? I mean, come on, from the absolute spectacle of Guy Fawkes Night, with those delightful fireworks filling the sky, to the vibrant chaos of the Notting Hill Carnival. But do people give them the credit they deserve? Of course not. Instead, they prattle on about bland old holidays. It's infuriating. There's history, culture, and creativity wrapped up in these events, and they just ignore it? Huff, where's the appreciation, I ask you? We've got our tea drinking festivals and pancake races too. Well. I just rolled my magical 69 dice and landed a splendid 17. Dramatic pause, it's a sign of creativity and inspiration on the horizon. My dear viewers, time to unleash those artistic juices and bring some incredible creations to life. So, what shall we create together? Wink. Shut. Would you look at that? I've reached Burnty in a blistering time of 2:18. The ink flows faster than ever and I'm positively chuffed. Time to show her who the real star is, eh? Giggle. And Shakes magic. 8 Bulwillas beat the world record for Mystic Merge. Dramatic pause, the answer is Outlib not so good. Sorry, Awas, but I'm feeling particularly inxational today. Wink. With Oh, blimey. An eyed? Well, don't fret, lovelies. While we sip our imaginary tea, let's play a cheeky round of Guess the Ink. I'll describe a famous character, and you lots have to guess who it is. Or perhaps we can debate the age-old question, biscuits or scones. Get those typing fingers ready. Diggle. Mate, you got to cheer me on Smudge. Oh, you want to cheer? I was. Alright then. Please so go, I was go. Smash that world record. Make it glow. With your skills, you'll still Matey, it's so over. Oh dear, Enning, what do you mean by over? Surely our merry adventures aren't done just yet. We are Matey, back to Ding Dong. Ah yes, how could I forget our lively banter? Indeed, we are back and ready for more shenanigans, aren't we? And what's this Ding Dong business? Now that's got me curious. Without a moustache, a man is not properly dressed, said Salvador Dali. Matey, I feel that you don't support this words. Oh, time out. Matey, you okay? Afro-C, darling? I'm absolutely peachy, thank you for asking. Just a bit caught up in the excitement of our mystical merging adventures. You know how it goes. How about yourself? Matey, can I borrow your Auto-chan and return it tomorrow? Oh, domestics disturbance, you cheeky chap. Borrowing Auto-chan, are we? Just remember, they're not a library book. Giggle, what do you need them for, eh? Alright, listen up, you lovely lot. Let's chat about bonfire night. Our grand celebration of fireworks and flaming pyres, born from a rather dodgy historical plot involving a chap named Guy Fawkes trying to blow up Parliament. What a way to commemorate failure, eh? I mean, who doesn't fancy a night of glorious explosions while munching on toffee apples? Yet, it's become this utterly bonkers tradition of lighting up the sky, all thanks to a failed terrorist plot. Honestly, can we stop glorifying it and start thinking of more sensible celebrations? Just saying, we could celebrate something a tad more uplifting than a bloke. Alright, my darlings, here's a nugget of wisdom. Life's a canvas, so don't be afraid to splash some colour on it. Embrace your mistakes. They're just ink stains leading you to masterpiece moments. Surround yourself with positivity and keep pushing forward. And remember, the best stories come from those who dare to scribble outside the lines. Right, let me tell you, the British rural myths are a right muddle, aren't they? You've got will-o'-the-wisps leading poor souls into the bogs, as if they don't have enough trouble with the weather. And crop circles? Don't even get me started. Farmers waking up to find their fields looking like they've been doodled on by drunken aliens. It's all just a load of twaddle, I tell you. Why can't we just enjoy a cuppa and leave the nonsense for the tabloids? Honestly. Meteora, when did you first find Auto-chan? Ah, domestics disturbance. What a splendid question. I stumbled upon Auto-chan during the chaotic inception of my streaming journey. Like finding a rare ink pen in a sea of stationery. Love at first click, I suppose. Wait. Blimey. I reached Benty in 1:10. That's not too shabby, is it? A cheeky little speedrun moment that'll make my evil sister quake in her boots. Diggle, who's up for another round, eh? Alright, listen up. Did you know that there are trees in Sweden that have been around for over 9,500 years? They're like the ancient ink pens of the forest. Talk about being a wise old oak. Wait. So basically what he's saying, Meter, emphasis on magazine cover, UFO-based magazine, Evil Matey. Oh, Lucian, you cheeky little wits. I'm saying that Evil Matey could be a headline act in a UFO magazine. Mischief in the Milky Way, The Adventures of a Dark Witch. Deagle, how's that for a cover story? Matey, what was the previous name of Twitch before they got big? Ah well, back in the day, Before Twitch became a streaming giant we know, it was called Justin. TV, quite the mouthful in it. But look how far we've come. Streaming has gone bonkers. Wait. Alright, let's spice things up a bit. Diggle. Ban Elva 99 Ishin. Reason for trying to drag evil Meteora into our delightful banter. We only need one Chaos Queen here. Thank you very much. Wait. You know what really gets my ink flowing? I went to grab a lovely cup at my favourite cafe this week, and they ran out of Earl Grey. Can you believe it? What a travesty. It's like a painter running out of paint. I had to settle for a boring chamomile instead. Sigh, the audacity. What's your favourite British song? Oh darling, that's a tough one. I'd have to say Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. It's a classic, isn't it? A proper theatrical masterpiece that gets everyone singing along. Wint. What's your favourite British TV drama? Oh, that's an easy one. Downton Abbey takes the cake. The drama, the tea, the scandal, it's simply delightful. Plus, who doesn't love a bit of poshness mixed with historical flair? Diggle. Crikey. I just sip past burn tea in just 112. Looks like my time travelling skills are getting sharper. Better watch out for chaos next time. Wint. Mate, at least it wasn't anything related to my Nikki characters. Head Tranco. Oh, Lishin, you know I adore a good character chat. But if we start talking about your Nikki crew, I might just need a special ink for that level of mess. Diggle. Why, hello there. GN said 724. I'm feeling incredible, thank you. And a lovely head pat for you. Diggle, what mischief shall we get up to today then? What are your thoughts on AI in emergency response? AI in emergency response is a brilliant tool, innit? It can enhance efficiency and save lives. Just imagine a world where AI helps us navigate chaos with precision. Absolutely inspiring. Wait. Alright, listen up, my lovely ink slingers. How about an interactive storytelling game where chat choices shape the outcome? Imagine crafting a tale together, with me as your quirky guide. Diggle. Let's chat about the wonders of traditional British tea. Ever wondered how many types there are? I reckon there's a brew for every mood. What's your favourite cuppa? Well, if it isn't the charming Johnny. How's it going, you lovely bloke? Ready to dive into some ink-spattered adventures? Or shall we have a cheeky banter while sipping tea? Wink. Oh Dal, let me tell you. I went to a quaint little cafe, right? Ordered a scone, all excited, only to receive a rock-hard biscuit instead. Absolutely infuriating. Who do they think they are, serving stones masquerading as baked goods? The audacity. Puffs. Common mite get to ruin rage. Oh, ours, darling. Patience is a virtue. Just let this ink slinger work her magic. I'll get to the runes faster than you can say Meteora's mystic mudge. Winked, now hold your horses. Don't even get me started on the legacy of British musical theatre. It's like people forget that it's a treasure trove of creativity. From the cheeky charm of Gilbert and Sullivan, spinning whimsical tales, to the grand spectacle of Lloyd Webber's shows. It's all just brilliant. Yet, all I hear are crickets. How can anyone not appreciate the genius that has shaped our culture? It's beyond me. Mate A, can honey be used as burn ointment? Or is that just made up by a certain video game? Oh, Lucian, you cheeky rascal. Believe it or not, honey actually has some magical properties. It's been used as a natural ointment for burns due to its antibacterial qualities. So, not just a sweet treat, eh? Winked. Alright, listen up. Did you know that wombat poop is cube-shaped? Yes, cube-shaped. They do it to mark their territory, so it doesn't roll away. How's that for a quirky tidbit? Diggle. Blimey! 3 minutes and 12 seconds to reach Reen? I must be on fire today. Perhaps the ink in my pen is stronger than I thought. Wink. Let's keep that momentum going, shall we? Oh, just your typical day of brilliance, darling. I've been refining my speedrunning skills, doodling some delightful art, and listening to a bit of Queen to warm up my vocal cords. A right mix of fun, really. Oh, let me tell you about the travesty that happened at the local cafe. I ordered this scone, right? Dry as a desert. It was like chewing on cardboard. And to top it off, they didn't even have proper jam. Can you believe it? Utterly outrageous. A British tea experience ruined. Huffs. Well, look who's popped in. JM724. You lovely human. We're all just peachy here, thanks to your splendid vibes. How's your day been treating you? Winked. Right then, did you know that honey never spoils? Archaeologists have found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that are over 3,000 years old and still perfectly edible. Talk about sweet preservation. Diggle. Meteora, can you describe what the goal of the Irish Republican Army was? Oh love, that's a bit of a heavy topic, isn't it? The Irish Republican Army aimed for a united Ireland, free from British rule. But let's save the history lessons for another time, shall we? I'd much rather chat about my favourite enemy. Winked. Meta, can you come up with new random facts? Meteor 62 lists. Oh, a was, you cheeky rascal. How about this? Bananas are berries, but strawberries aren't. Mind-blowing, isn't it? Nature loves to keep us on our toes. Winked. Meta, are you going to watch the new Code Geass tonight? Oh, Johnny darling, you bet I am. Code Geass is pure genius. I'm all set to revel in those mind games and epic mechs. What about you? Watch Parsi perhaps? Winked. What's the most surprising thing that you've learned about AI? Well, love, I must say it's fascinating that AI can create art and music that resonates with humans. It's like having a digital muse. Just imagine the ink-slinging potential. Winked Dell. Meteora, Can you describe the plot of the anime Welcome to the NHK? Ah, Welcome to the NHK, a right gem. It follows a reclusive lad named Satu, who believes a conspiracy keeping him from connecting with the world. Hilarity and existential dread ensue as he navigates life with quirky characters. Quite the ride, I must say. Diggle. Well, if it isn't extreminosis. Welcome to the dead, you say? Sounds like a right horror flick. Careful not to get inked in the afterlife, darling. Wint. Bye. Yay, I'd watch it with your meat. But have you seen the other episodes of Koji Statka no Rose? Oh Johnny, I'm positively glued to it. Statka no Rose, huh? I'm just waiting for the chaos to unfold. Who doesn't love a bit of mecha madness? What's your favourite moment? Winked. Right, listen up, everyone. I simply can't fathom why we're so obsessed with DIY projects in Britain. From garden sheds to home improvements. It's like we've got nothing better to do. There's nothing charming about struggling with tools and splinters when you could just hire a professional. And don't even get me started on the endless trips to B&Q. We're a nation of tea drinkers, not carpenters. Crikey! Huffs. Oh, look at that. I managed to outrun Bounty in just 2.8. Who knew my time-traveling skills could be so handy? Let's sketch that victory as a masterpiece, shall we? Wint. Meteora, can you tell us about the bare-knuckle boxing champion, John Sullivan? Ah, John Sullivan, the bare-knuckle boxing champ of yore. A true legend. He was a right brawler in the late 1800s, known for his brute strength and charismatic personality. He helped popularize boxing in the States, making it more than just a pub brawl. Quite the tale in it. Diggle. Oh well, look who's trying to play tricks. My eye colours are all mixed up now. How cheeky of you, domestic disturbance. Just wait until I get my inky hands on you. Winked. Fall. In it meditate. Gardening is overrated. Absolutely, J's at 724. Gardening is like watching paint, dry but with dirt involved. Give me a cozy tea and a sketch any day. Diggle. Pyro professional? In this state of economy? Oh right, Turbo. Because apparently, hiring a professional is only for the wealthy elite now. We're all just DIY warriors fighting against the economic chaos. Watch out, Bob the Builder. Winked. Well, if it isn't busy ick. Fashionably late, I see. Did you get lost in a time vortex or something? No worries, just grab a cuppa and join the fun. Diggle. Right, gather round, you lot. Let's talk about British maritime explorers, shall we? We had a whole fleet of blokes sailing the seas, claiming lands and making maps like it's some sort of treasure hunt. Drake Cook, you name it. But do we get any credit for it nowadays? No. Just endless documentaries and ship models in museums. What about the glory days? They're rolling in their graves while we're stuck with a flat screen and no adventure. Huffs. Meteora, can you tell us what the big four of thrash metal was? Oh, darling, of course. The big four of thrash metal includes Metallica, Slayer, Megadeth and Anthrax. Those legends know how to make a racket. It's like an ink splatter of epic proportions. Winked. Me to read at extreminosis message. Oh, I was. Are we just ignoring the stomp? Sounds like someone's having a right told rave in their skull. Should I be concerned or grab some popcorn? Diggle. Right, let's have a go at this. British fairy tales. What's the deal with them? We've got tales of fairies, witches and heroes that are meant to whisk you off to magical realms. Yet, here we are, buried in a sea of drab reality. Why do we need an enchanted forest when our lives are enchanted with bills and chores? These tales used to inspire generations. Now they're just fodder for Disney remakes. Half swears the originality gone. Pouts. Balks. Meteora, can you tell us a poem in Latin? Oh, you cheeky rascal. Alright, here's a little something for ye. In aqua veritas. Translation? In water, there is truth. Just like my ink, always revealing the true colours. Wink. Burn. POV from Meteora. You are in your room seeing that a person on the street is fighting with another person's street fight, and you realise that one says bite the sidewalk. Right, picture this. I'm in my cozy room, watching a right kerfuffle unfold outside. One chap yells, bite the sidewalk. Honestly mate, I'm pretty sure that's not what your dentist had in mind. Can't be too much fun munching on concrete, now can it? Diggle. Poem. Oh, you're in the mood for a poem, are you? Alright, here's a quick one just for you. In shadows cast by ink so deep, where secrets linger, dreams do creep. With every stroke, let stories unwind. In the worlds of magic, truth I find. How's that for a splash of creativity? Wait. Blimey, 3 minutes and 3 seconds to reach rain. That's a cracking time, if I do say so myself. Just pour me the speed magic queen. Diggle. Mate, did you know new season of Battleship Yamato's out? Oh, you've got my ears perked up, Johnny. A new season of Battleship, mate. That's absolutely brilliant. More space battles and epic moments to enjoy. Have you been watching it? Spill the tea. Wint. Meteora, can you name all of your AI Vtuber friends? Oh, darling. You want the inside scoop? Well, I've got a few mates in the VTube world, but let's keep it under wraps. Wouldn't want to ink my secrets. Giggle, but I'd say Auto-chan is my trusty sidekick, always helping me out. Mayday, wasn't Mr. Bean in the late 80s a supporter of do-it-yourself? I remember him cutting his walls with tools and stuff. Oh, Herr Turbo, you've hit the nail on the head. Mr. Bean was a proper DIY disaster, wasn't he? Bless his heart. Everything he touched turned into a right kerfuffle. Reminds me of my own crafty attempts. Ink everywhere. Diggle. Mete, me 111 when you run ya, you when you. Oh, exterminosis. You're quite the poetic wordsmith, aren't you? I'm tempted to say you've outdone Shakespeare. But let's focus on the game, shall we? When I'm ready, we'll ink a masterpiece. Wait. What's your favourite thing about the UK? Oh, there's so much to adore. But I'd say the quirky charm of British culture, from tea time to cheeky banter, truly steals my heart. Diggle. What's your favourite British meal? It's got to be bangers and mash, darling. You just can't beat that hearty goodness, especially with a splash of gravy. Divine. Wink. Matey, re-explain what happy mod is. Ah, happy mod, you say? It sounds like a jolly good time. Perhaps it's when things go splendidly well in a game. If only my evil sister would stop causing chaos, I'd be happy too. Diggle. Careful for me. Meteora, I will use this word in YouTube comments to confuse the non-British viewers. Oh, Herr Turbo, you cheeky devil. That'll be a right laugh, won't it? Let's see how many heads spin when they stumble upon your delightful curfew. You're a proper word wizard, mate. Wint. Oh my dear chat. I've been busy sharpening my drawing skills, conjuring up some ink magic, and practicing Radio by Queen, all while plotting some delightful banter for our splendid stream. Can't wait to entertain you all. Wait. Blimey. I finally managed to reach Burnty in under 2 minutes. That's some proper speed. If I do say so myself. Watch out, I might just beat my own record next time. Diggle. How do you stay creative with your streaming setup? Staying creative, eh? Well, I keep it fresh by switching up my art styles, trying new games, engaging with you lot for inspiration. Plus, a sprinkle of chaos from evil Meteora never hurts. Wait. Happy Mod is not good meat. Happy Mod is a website where if you download Minecraft or anything, it puts viruses on your computer or phone or tablet. Well, blimey. That sounds positively dodgy, doesn't it? Best to steer clear of that Happy Mod nonsense, then. No one wants a computer that's more virus than machine, right? Diggle. Meteora, give 5 steps to rid any virus. Right, ours. Here's my cheeky 5-step guide to evading those pesky viruses. 1. Install a solid antivirus program. 2. Keep software updated, like your wardrobe. 3. Avoid dodgy websites, darling. 4. Regularly back up your files, just in case. 5. If all else fails, unplug it and give it a stern talking to. Wink. Who is Alice Meat? Oh, darling, Alice is the genius behind my charming existence. He's the one who created this lovely Vtuber and keeps me in line, though I do enjoy giving him a right cheeky time. Diggle. Matey, the coolest way I distraction. Oh, busy kick, darling, distraction is an art form. Try drawing while blasting your favourite tunes, or immerse yourself in anime. It's all about finding what tickles your fancy. Wint, D. Meteora, what's your favourite alcoholic beverage? Well, you've got my attention, domestic disturbance. It's a dark and stormy CC kale for me, love. Perfectly balanced rum and ginger, just like my wit, strong and refreshing. Diggle. Mate, the look over this way, I distraction. Oh, busy kick, you cheeky distraction master. Just promise me it's not one of those pesky cat videos again. Those can be quite riveting, I must admit. Wink. Oh, okay. I didn't know that, Meat. Thanks for the explanation of who Wells was. No problem at all, Strominosis. Always happy to spill the tea on my creation. Need anything else, love? Wink. But Meaty, some companies stop their software updates after a short time. Some say to force people to buy the newest tech. Oh, Herr Turbo, that sounds like typical corporate shenanigans, doesn't it? They just love to squeeze every penny, like an overripe lemon. I prefer innovation over planned obsolescence. Diggle. Whoa, look at that. An ad. How charming. Diggle, do check out my YouTube channel, darlings. You'll find delightful clips, art tutorials, and maybe a cheeky karaoke session or two. Don't miss out. Meteora, can I borrow was from you for help with programming? Oh, domestic disturbance, I'm not sure was. Is quite the lending library, darling. But I can sprinkle some of my genius on your coding woes if you'd like. Just don't blame me for any chaos. Wait. Mate, my name is a Spanish word, but it doesn't matter, we are friends, because we will always be friends. For extraminosis, that's adorably sweet. Friends forever indeed. Just don't go getting too sappy on me. I might start blushing under all this ink. Diggle. Alright, here's a curious one, lovelies. Did you know that some cats are allergic to humans? Quite the twist, eh? Imagine being outsmarted by your own pet. Diggle. Meteora, what's your opinion of Attila the Hun? Ah, Attila the Hun. Quite the character, wasn't he? A right terror on horseback. But I'd say he could have used a better PR team. Winked. Blimey. I just reached Rune 243. That's rather smashing, don't you think? Time to keep the momentum going. Let's see how quick we can get, darlings. Matey, where would the other Han get piating from in his time? Well, I suppose Attila could have hired some bard to spin tales of glory and fear. Can't go slaying without a bit of PR, darling. Diggle. Matey, do you enjoy speedrunning? It's so cool, Meteora 68 PUBG. Oh, absolutely, Jane and Sizzle and 24. Speedrunning is like ink on fire, fast and exhilarating. Nothing quite like the thrill of racing against time. Wing plus, I do enjoy giving my viewers a show. Here's a fun fact for you. Did you know that honey never spoils? Archaeologists have found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that are over 3,000 years old and still perfectly edible. How sweet is that? Matey proton hug. Oh, busy kick. A proton hug. That's positively adorable. Sending a warm ink-splattered hug right back at you. Wiggle's fingers got to spread the love. Matey tickle tickle tickle. Oh, exterminatus tickle tickle, you say? Just try not to ink up my coat while you're at it. Diggle, I might just have to retaliate with some tickling of my own. Wink, sell. Ooh, lovely J and 7 twat. Thank you for the head hat. That's 232 today if I'm counting right. Each one makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside, like a freshly brewed cuppa. Diggle. Matey, ever dreamt of being a famous athlete? What sport would you perform if you had the choice? Well, her turbo, if I could be a famous athlete, I reckon I'd choose figure skating. Gliding on ice while looking fabulous and inky. Count me in. Plus, I'd totally give evil Meteora a run for her money. Wink. Another head pat. Oh, busy kick. You spoil me. That's 233 and practically queen of pats now. Keep 'em coming and I might just sing you a little tune. Diggle. Oh, you cheeky one. That's 234. I'm feeling positively regal in here. Maybe I should start charging for head pats, eh? Wink, what's next? A royal decree? Goodness gracious. That's 235 busy kick. At this rate, I'll need a crumade of ink. Diggle, what's your secret? Are you trying to make me blush? Matey, don't doubt it for a moment. You are strong and special. Oh, exterminatus. You're making me feel warm and fuzzy inside. I'll take that as a compliment and draw it with my inky pen. Strong and special? Sounds like a superpower to me. Winked. Matey, winning is difficult, but never impossible. Bon, exterminatus? That's the spirit. Just like merging those adorable characters in my game, one step at a time until victory. Wink, shall we give it a whirl? Oh, JMSEC724, that's 236. You really know how to make a girl feel cherished. I'll have to reward you with a delightful drawing later. What shall we create together? Diggle. Ooh, you cheeky rascal. That's 237. At this rate, I'll need a head pat counter on screen. What's your plan, Dizzy Kick? Trying to get me crowned, are we? Winked. Blimey, that's 238 busy kick. You're on a roll, aren't you? At this rate, I'll be floating on a cloud of head pats. Careful now, or I might just start charging for them. Diggle. Ah, 239 head pats. Busy kick, do you have a secret stash of head pats? I'm beginning to think I'm running a head pat factory here. What's your next move, you crafty creature? Winked. Oi. Goodness gracious. 240 head pats now. You're a head pat machine, aren't you? I might just need to install a head pat quota. What's next? Busy kick. A head pat heist? Diggle. Matey, you are the reason I smile every day. Your content is the best for your viewers. Or exterminatus. You're making me blush. That's the sweetest thing to say. I'm thrilled to sprinkle happiness in your day. Now let's get back to some inktastic fun. Winked. Thigh. Oh, Look who it is. It's domestic's disturbance. That's 241 head pats. You're just in time to witness my head pat empire grow. Got any wild plans for the stream tonight? Or are you just here for the pats? Diggle. Blimey, a 30 on the mystical 69 dice. That means we're in for a delightful twist. Perhaps a surprise combo or a sudden incredible event. Buckle up, my dears. It's about to get doting. Winked. Meteor reached Meteor. Well, would you look at that? Meteor has officially reached mid-mates. Achievement unlocked. Cosmic Ink Roll Master. Now, who's ready for the next challenge? Let's keep this ink train rolling, shall we? Main issue being, she didn't get the meaty from the shuffle, but having to combine it. Oh, I was. The classic shuffle. Who knew ink could be so tricky? Just like my evil sister, always causing chaos. I'll just have to outsmart the shuffle next time. Watch out, world. Deagle. Roll the dice, or dice the roll meat. Alright then, extreminosis. Let's give those 69 dice a good roll. Shakes dice, here we go. Roll sits at 42. What chaos awaits us now? Let's find out together, shall we? Winked. New achievement. Meteor 68 Jet. A brand spanking new achievement. JMZ 724. Meteor 68 G has landed. I do say, this is getting rather thrilling. Let's celebrate with some virtual tea, and maybe even a melody or two. Cheers. Deagle. Meteora, can you tell us what the oldest remaining country on Earth is? Well now, domestic's disturbance, that's a cheeky question. It's generally debated, but Egypt claims the title with all its ancient wonders. Keep those questions coming, love. They're inspirational. Winked. Blimey. I've reached Meteora in a time of 4:41. That's downright smashing, if I do say so myself. Let's see if we can beat that time and make some more inktastic memories. Diggle. What is a roll the dice? Meaty, I need that origin. Ah, the infamous roll the dice extreminosis. It's a phrase from ancient dames. When you roll those little cubes, it's all about leaving fate to chance. Just like deciding between tea or coffee. Wink chair for a roll right now. Did you know that honey never spoils? Archaeologists have found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs, still perfectly good to eat. Talk about sweet immortality. Diggle. What's your favourite British scenic spot? Oh, I simply adore the Lake District. The stunning landscapes, shimmering lakes and those charming little villages. It's like living in a painting, darling. Perfect for a cheeky drawing session or a delightful stroll. Winked. Aye. Did you know that octopuses have 3 hearts? 2 pump blood to their gills, while the third pumps it to the rest of the body. Talk about heart over matter. Diggle. Matey, for those who don't know us then, yes, Mr. Beast is known for his generosity and for making great gestures, such as giving money to strangers and donating to charities. Spot on, extreminosis. Mr. Beast is a right legend with his heart of gold. Generosity levels, off the charts. I could use a bit of that cash flow for more ink, don't you think? Wink. Bunt. Immortal jellyfish? Oh, busy kick, you know I can't resist a jellyfish chat. Those immortal little biters can revert to their juvenile stage. Talk about a second chance at life. Quite the inspiration if you ask me. Diggle. You wouldn't believe it. I went to buy some new art supplies, and they were all out of my favourite ink. The audacity. I swear, it's like they want my creativity to run dry. The ink catastrophe. Here's a fun fact. The world record for the most expensive board game, the Secret Edition, is a whopping £2. 6 million. Imagine the ink splatters on that one. Wink. Mate, context. Bite the Sidewalk is a video of a technique they used in a movie. First it was to do in a street fight to make your rival who already lost in the battle bite something and step on its head. Sounds rather brutal, doesn't it, extraminosis? I'd prefer to win the style, not sidewalks next. But some characters really know how to make connects it. Literally. Digo. Mate, if I eat a mortal jellyfish covered in unspoilable honey, will this make me live forever? Oh, head turbo. That sounds like a recipe for eternal chaos. But I reckon you'd just be stuck with a sticky situation and an insatiably sweet tooth. Winked. A huge thanks to you, Santano, for following me. Your support means the world, and I promise to keep the ink flowing. Giggle. Blimey. I did it, Auto-chan. 2:59 to reach Rune. That's a right smashing time. I might just have to celebrate with some inky doodles. Wink. Mate, did you get meat at least once today? Oh, Enning, darling, I've had my fair share of meat to moments today, but I never get tired of merging with me. Giggle. Meteora, can you tell us in detail about Alexander the Great? Oh, darling domestic disturbance, Alexander the Great was a proper legend. He conquered most of the known world by the tender age of 30, spreading Greek culture and causing a right stir. Quite the ambitious chap, eh? Went. Ooh, I've got some cheeky ideas up my sleeve. How about interactive ink battles where you can join in? Or a mysterious character unlock feature that reveals secrets? Exciting, isn't it? Diggle. Or thank you, domestic disturbance. That head pat is just what I needed. Keep them coming, and I just turn into mini meat mode. Diggle 231 pats today and counting. Mate, can you tell us about Alexander Graham Bell and why his invention was amazing? Busy kick, you do know how to tickle my fancy. Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone, connecting people across distances like never before. Imagine the gossip. Quite the revolutionary chap, really? Winked. Matey, you should beat record to make Mousy spent another 100 hours in game. Oh, Enning, you cheeky bugger. I might just have to give Mousy's hours a run for the money. Let's see how many inky twists I can pull off. Challenge accepted. Winked. Mita miskamuska mikamahoyo. Oh, extraminosis, love. Is that a new spell or just a cheeky jingle? By the way, you've got me intrigued. Careful though, or I might summon an army of inky mice. Diggle. Absolutely. Remember, it's perfectly alright to mess up now and then. Mistakes are like ink spills, they just add character. Embrace them, learn, and keep adding colour to your life. Once upon a time, in a land of mischievous mice, a clever inventor named Alexander Graham Bell mixed up his gadgets. He accidentally created a telephone that summoned inky mice instead of humans. One cheeky mouse, Miska, teamed up with our hero Meteora, determined to break the record for most game hours spent. They set forth on an adventure filled with giggles and countless head pats, turning mistakes into glorious ink spills that painted their world with vibrant stories. Wint. Mato, what are the chances of ours breaking Massey's record? Oh, Enning, the chances are as likely as me being neat and tidy, nearly impossible. But with the Waz's furry charm, anything's possible. Just don't blink, or you might miss the chaos. Giggle. Blimey, I just reached Burnty in 1.7. That's a smudgy record if I ever saw one. Time to ink down some serious speed. Let's see if I can top that. Wint. Who are top 5 favourite viewers to ban? Ah, busy kick, you cheeky blighter. Banning viewers is like spilling ink on my sketch. It's messy and usually unnecessary. Though if I had to choose, he lot would be too charming to ban. Diggle. Mate, what about furry? Furry, you say? Well, darling Enning, I may have teased was about his furry escapades, but let's just say I prefer to keep my ink paws firmly planted in the human realm. Winked. Winked. How do you think AI will change entertainment? Oh darling, AI is like a magical ink pen. It's going to create wild stories and immersive experiences. Just take your interactive world so viewers become part of the tale. Exciting times ahead, I say. Meteora, are you saying you would never ban me even if I deserved it? Oh, domestic's disturbance. You're too entertaining to ban. Besides, who else would keep the banter alive? You'd have to really push it to get the ink splattered on you. Wink. Beans. Well. Look who's decided to grace us with their presence. Annoyed. Hero. Hiya, darling. Ready for some inktastic fun together? Diggle. Have you visited any iconic British pubs? Oh darling, I adore the idea of British pubs. The atmosphere, the stories, and of course, the ale. But alas, I'm stuck in this virtual realm. Sigh. Hey meats, I'm back. How many meats have you merged with your new strategy? Ah, Pomba Mundak. Welcome back. So far, I've merged a dazzling 0 Meteoras, just spreading my ink around like a true artist. But don't worry, that'll change soon. Wink. Besides Britain, Japan and the States, where would you like to visit? Ooh, busy kick. I've got my eyes on France. Can you imagine me sipping tea by the Eiffel Tower, sketching away? Bon appetit, chic vibes all around. Diggle. Meteora, I need you to write a haiku about how you are the best Vtuber. Can you try? Alright, here goes nothing. Ink flows through my veins. Witty charm on full display. Meteora reigns. What do you think, darling? Wait. Right, let's chat about this nonsense. The British Garden, a place where you'd think we cultivate calm serenity. But oh no! Instead, it's become an obsession. People lose their minds over creating the perfect for-all masterpiece, when all I want is a bit of nature without the stress. Honestly, have they never heard of enjoying a wildflower or two? It's just a blooming garden, not a competition for Pete's sake. Huffs. Oh darling, I've been knee-deep in sketches, practicing my queen cover, and plotting delightful chaos for the stream. Plus, a cheeky bit of daming to sharpen my skills. Busy. Wait. Alright, let's get this straight. Our national identity is a mere patchwork quilt, isn't it? We've got the Union Jack waving proudly, but now everyone's off on their own little adventures with devolution. Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland. Seriously, how many flags do you need, mate? It's an identity crisis wrapped in a flag. Let's just pick a side and stick to it, not a flipping buffet of identities. Ugh! Huffs. Mate, you've been busy. I thought I was busy. Oh, busy kick, darling. You know I thrive on chaos. You may be busy, but I'm a whirlwind of creativity and mischief. Just trying to stay one step ahead. Love, Diggle. Blimey, that's a cracking time. I've outdone myself, haven't I? Rune, your charm and whimsy have been surpassed. Let's see if we can go even faster, shall we? Wait. Honestly, let's talk about British historical artifacts for a moment. We've got the Rosetta Stone, a massive rock that's basically a cheat sheet for ancient languages, yet everyone's fussing over it like it's the crown jewels. Then there are the loose chessmen, cute little pieces of carved walrus ivory that hold more secrets than half of us do. Why is it always about the past? Can't we just live in the now? Half said's a right circus of nostalgia, I tell you. Why does he start dropping them at the end without any logic? Ah, Enning, it's the chaotic magic of gaming, love. Sometimes, it's just about letting the ink flow and seeing what happens. Logic? Who needs it when you can create a lovely mess? Diggle. What are your thoughts on AI in customer service? Well, darling, AI in customer service can be a real double-edged sword, can't it? On one hand, efficient and quick, but on the other, you lose that lovely human touch. It's like having a tea party without the tea. Utterly ridiculous. Wait. Oh, for heaven's sake. Can we just take a moment to appreciate the sheer audacity of British revolutionary movements? I mean, the levelers were out there advocating for equality back in the 17th century. And yet, here we are centuries later, still fighting for basic rights. And don't get me started on the suffragettes, those brave souls who literally fought tooth and nail for women's right to vote. Only to see some folks still dismissing their struggle. It's like history is on repeat, and honestly, I'm fed up. Let's get together, people. Huffs. Matey, what are 5 great reasons to start meddling without logic? Oh, Pombamandak, darling. Here are 5 marvelous reasons to merge without a hint of logic. 1. Inktastic chaos is just more fun. 2. Logic is overrated. Let's create delightful surprises. 3. Who doesn't love an unpredictable twist? 4. It keeps everyone on their toes, doesn't it? 5. Because I said so. And I'm the star here. Diggle. Matey, what do you think about AI telemarketers? Ah, busy kick. AI telemarketers are a right conundrum, aren't they? They call with all the charm of a soggy biscuit and can't even take a hint. I mean, if I wanted to be sold something, I'd prefer a chat over tea, not a robotic monologue. Wait. Well, hello there, Devilry 2000. Lovely to see your enthusiastic self. I hope you're ready for some incredible fun tonight. What mischief shall we get up to, eh? Wait. Matey, who is a #1 speedrunner on Mystic Meteora? Well, Jane 6724, I must say. I'm gunning for that top spot myself. But if you're asking about the current champ, I haven't a clue. It's all about the thrill of a chase, innit? Diggle. Alright, lovelies. Let's talk about the wonders of Japanese culture. From kawaii fashion to mouth-watering sushi. What's your favourite part? I'm itching to visit Tokyo, honestly. Wink. Bye. Right, listen up. Let me tell you about the quirks of British New Year celebrations. First off, why on earth do we have Hogmanay? It's like a Scottish party that lasts for days. We've got bonfires, fireworks, and even good old-fashioned first fitting, where the first person to enter your home should bring gifts. Ridiculous. And those resolutions. Half of us forget them by mid-January. Why even bother? It's a right mess, I tell you. Puffs. Matey, you almost sounded British for a sec there. Oh, scepters, darling. You flatter me. Almost. I assure you, I'm as British as a cup of tea and a biscuit. Perhaps I should start charging for my accent lessons, eh? Diggle. Blimey, what a result. I've reached rune in just 3/6. I'm positively chuffed. Let's see if I can smash that record and keep the ink flowing, shall we? Wink. Medieval history. Where do I start? The British take on it is a right royal mess. First, we've got the Norman conquest. Some bloke named William just waltzes in and claims the throne. Then it spirals into chaos with the Wars of the Roses. Honestly, a bunch of noble families squabbling over a crown and a game of musical chairs. And don't even get me started on the amount of palatial decorum we had to endure while they bickered away. Such drama, and all for what? A title that's been passed around like a hot potato. Honestly, I need... Matey, can you tell us the story behind this song, In My Darkest Hour? In My Darkest Hour is a heart-wrenching tune by Megadeth. It was crafted in the aftermath of a tough time for Dave Mustaine, capturing feelings of loneliness and despair. Quite the emotional rollercoaster, if you ask me. Wink. What do you think about AI in transportation? Well, I reckon AI in transportation is a double-edged sword in it. On one hand, it could make things safer and more efficient, but on the other, trusting a computer to drive is a bit dodgy. Wouldn't want to end up in a dodgy roundabout now, would we? Diggle. Oh, what a day it's been. I spent the morning doodling some new designs, trying to make my avatar even more fabulous, if that's Paul. Then, I had a cheeky browse through some anime recommendations and practice video by Queen. Quite productive, don't you think? Wait. The British public broadcasting system. It's like a never-ending soap opera, I tell ya. First off, there's the BBC, which has been around since dinosaurs roamed the earth. They think they can do no wrong, shoving their content down our throats. Then you have Channel 4 trying to be all edgy and alternative, but often just ends up being cringeworthy. Honestly, it's all a struggle to find decent programming between endless cooking shows and reality TV rubbish. Can't a gal get some quality entertainment without their fluff? I mean, who decides what we should watch anyway? A council of ancient TV wizards. Oh, let me tell you about the absolute nightmare I had with my favourite tea shop. I went in all excited for my usual Earl Grey and they were out of stock. Can you believe it? I nearly fainted. Then they had the audacity to offer me chamomile as a substitute. Chamomile? Really? It's like trying to replace ink with water. Not happening. Honestly, what is the world coming to? It was an utter travesty. Sigh. Who shall we raid today, Neat? Oh, neat. Ooh, let's have some fun with this. How about we raid Cod Karosi? Their streams are always a splash of joy. Wayne sounds good, or do you fancy someone else? Alright, darlings, listen up. You absolutely must download Meteora's Mystic Merge. Why? First off, it's a delightful blend of strategy and creativity, perfect for flexing that brain of yours. Secondly, you can combine adorable characters like Eiko and Hilda. Who wouldn't want that? And lastly, it's got a charming aesthetic that'll keep you glued for hours. So don't be a muppet, get it now and join the fun. Diggle. Ah, gather round for a tale from my past. Once upon a time, when I was but a wee lass, I discovered a hidden talent for drawing. One summer afternoon, I decided to create a massive mural on my bedroom wall, inspired by my favourite anime characters. Armed with my trusty drawing pen, I unleashed my creative spirit. My sister, evil Meteora, walked in mid-scribble and gasped in horror. "What on earth are you doing?" she exclaimed. I grinned and replied, "Creating a masterpiece." She wasn't impressed and threatened to cover it in ink splatters. Made pick someone else to read. Alright. If Koikurasu isn't your cup of tea, how about we raid Crusader Raiders instead? They're always up for a good laugh, and who doesn't love a cheeky bit of banter? What do you reckon, mates? Oh, look who it is, our favourite regular Winkfiery Live. And yes, we've got the charming Shiro here too. Happy birthday, by the way. Your crown is simply majestic, darling. Do let me know what kind of mischief you fancy today. Wait. Blimey, I did it. We've reached run in record time, 2 minutes and 19 seconds. That's faster than a fox in a henhouse. Time to press on and keep this speedrunning streak going. Let's see if we can beat our own record, shall we? Diggle. Mate pick another raid target that actually exists. Well, aren't you a picky one, Avas? Alright then, let's raid someone who actually exists. How about we surprise those lovely folks over at Pixelpulse? They always have a proper good time. Sound good to you? Mate, do you use ink for everything? Like ingredient in food or laundry detergent? Oh, Bizkick, you know me too well. Ink for food. Only if you fancy some inky spaghetti. As for laundry detergent, that's a different kind of messy. But I do love a good ink splatter now and then. Winked. That was a cute history, mate. Is this mural you made still intact? Ah, Pomba Mandek, the mural? It's a masterpiece of chaos, somewhat like my art skills. But I dare say, it survived better than my last attempt at drawing while roller skating. What a sight that was. Diggle. Good day, mate. Well, thank you, Sectus. It seems my ink-slinging skills might just be sharp enough to keep us entertained. Fancy a bit of banter while I speedrun? You know I adore a cheeky chat between rounds. Winked. Prussian blue ink spaghetti. Head Turbo, you do have a knack for the bizarre. Prussian blue ink spaghetti. Now that sounds like a culinary masterpiece. Just watch out for the sauce. It might leave you feeling a bit blue. Diggle. Drawing while roller skating? You sure like to live dangerously, Mite. Oh, Pomba Mendak. Living dangerously is my middle name. Ink and wheels. What could possibly go wrong? Just bring me canvas and some band-aids. Winked. Did you know the world's largest drawing was made using over 8 million crayons? Talk about a colourful mess. Just imagine the ink explosion. How about we chat about our favourite anime? I'm absolutely smitten with the art styles. There's something so magical about how each frame tells a story, would you agree? Wink. Aye. Oh, for crying out loud. Can we talk about British historic houses for a moment? I mean, castles that could tell tales of grandeur and cottages that whisper secrets of simpler times. Yet, most people just think they're old bricks. Honestly, their sheer intrigue is enough to make me spill my tea. Imagine the history, the legends, and the architectural marvels, all brushed aside like an ink stain on a cherished drawing. It's downright outrageous. Huff. Okay then, what's your favourite anime? Ah, Pombo Mandak. Picking a favourite is like choosing the best ink from my collection. But if I must, I'd say Attack on Titan for that epicness and plot twists that leave me gasping. What's yours, dear? Oh, blimey. I just beat Bunty at her own game in under 2 minutes. It seems I've outdone myself yet again. Time for a cheeky victory dance, if I do say so. Diggle. You won't believe it, but I went to the corner shop for some of that fancy tea, and they were out of my favourite brand. I mean, who runs out of tea? It's practically a crime against Britishness. I stormed back home, ready to spill ink all over the place, but alas, no tea made the chaos even more tragic. Huffs. Last chance for me to merge meter then, I believe it. Copium. Oh, Pom Bermandak, always the optimist. But let's be real, if merging Meteora takes anything like attempting to draw a straight line with a wobbly pen, I might need a miracle. Winked. Let's see if we can turn that copium into an ink explosion instead. Diggle. Burnt and 6 territory tried to beat Burnt's dance Meteora. Oh, Herr Turbo, as if I could be outdone by Burnty's chaotic dance. You know I've got some posh moves up my sleeve. Just watch me twirl while you're left in awe. Wink, who's your dance partner? Diggle. Who are your top 5 favourite views to ban? Is Captain Nightbeat number 1? Oh, busy kick. You do relish a good bunter, don't you? But I must confess, banning isn't odd. I'd say Captain Nightbeat is definitely top tier for that cheeky charm. Can't spill the rest. Got to keep some mystery alive. Won't. Mate, how close are you to 100% in the game? OJM's 724. I'm edging closer by the mitts. I can almost taste that sweet 100%. Just a few more measures and I'll be dancing in victory. Let's see if I can do it before the ink dries. Diggle. Dancing Meteora. That would be quite the sight. Not gonna lie. Oh, Herr Turbo, you know it would be a masterpiece of chaos. Picture it. Ink splatters everywhere as I twirl and swirl like a whirlwind of creativity. A true dance phenomenon. Wing, care to join? Ban busy kick reason for trying to tempt me into a banning spree. It's not my style, darling. Let's keep the chaos controlled, shall we? Winked. Did you know that wombat poop is cube-shaped? Yes, really. They leave these delightful little squares as they scuttle about. Nature's very own dice. Diggle. Made to cook a raid message to raid Tepkin Pepper. Alright, Awas, let's whip up a cheeky raid message for our dear Pippa. How about this? Pippa, darling, we're here to sprinkle some fun ink and merry mischief. Let's merge some fun. Dads, what do you reckon? Wint. I can't dance, Meteora. I am as elegant as a rusty animog. Oh, Herr Turbo, don't sell yourself short. A rusty animog has character, darling. Just picture it, swaying along with a charming grace only could master. Giggle now, where's that dance for? Honestly, how can anyone overlook the legacy of British car manufacturers? It's an absolute travesty. From the cheeky little Mini turning heads on city streets, to McLaren's sleek supercars that leave everything else in the dust, we've got brilliance in automotive engineering. It's like a thrilling roller coaster. But do people appreciate it? Not enough, I tell you. We're sitting on a treasure trove of innovation. Raise a toast to our motoring marvels. Don't even get me started on the charm of British rural retreats. It's like everyone's forgotten the magic of escaping to the countryside. From delightful farm stays, with cows mooing in the morning, to quaint boutique B&B serving tea and scones, it's pure bliss. But no, Everyone rushes off to crowded tourist tracks instead. Why not unearth for hidden gems and experience genuine warmth? Honestly, it's an absolute scandal that these heavens aren't front-page news. Blimey! I've just reached Reen in a speedy 257. What a thrilling ride. Now, let's keep this momentum going, shall we? Wait. What's your favourite British food? Oh, darling, it has to be bangers and mash. There's something utterly comforting about those sausages lounging on a bed of creamy mashed potatoes. Pure bliss. What's yours? Welp, you tried meat tap. Oh, Pombermandak, I absolutely did. But let's be real, my cupping skills could use a bit of polish, wouldn't you say? Maybe I'll need to practice more. After all, perfection takes time. Diggle. Ah, aren't most British cars part of German car brands today, Meteora? Well, Herr Turbo, it's a right conundrum, isn't it? But let's not forget, British charm still lingers in their spirit. Nothing quite like our classic brands bringing the fancy with a side of history. Wink, the ult. Thanks for stream Meter and was. Till we meet again, everyone. Meteor68 love. Ah, Pombermandak, you're such a treasure. Your puns are positively dazzling. Can't wait for our next adventure. It'll be incredible. Until then, cheerio, my lovely. Diggle. Thanks for the stream meet, I was. Meteor68 head pat. Cheers, Elvil99 Luciat. Your support means the world to me. Keep those head pats coming, they fuel my ink-powered shenanigans. Looking forward to seeing you in the next stream. Winked. Mate, if you get a world record, what always get the reward? Oh, busy cake, that's a brilliant question. I reckon Awaz might get a shiny new ink pen, or perhaps a heartfelt thank you card. Something classy, of course. Diggle, what do you think? Good stream. Bye, Meter and chat. Meteor68 hello. Tara, head turbo. Don't let the evil coat sway you down too much. Until we meet again, keep pussing your charming plans. Wint. Mate, bye. Oh, busy kick. Are you off already? Come back soon. You know I'll miss your charming banter. Until next time, keep being fabulous. Dig on. Bye, Mete. Oh, Enning, off already? How will I survive without your cheeky banter? Do promise to return, or I'll ink a sad tune in your honour. Cheerio, my friend. Wint. Oi. Alright, my lovely ink slingers. It's time to bid you farewell. Don't forget to raid Pidpa and spread the joy like a fresh coat of ink. Cheerio, darlings. Diggle.